And then...
Bye to you too.
Samaria, tell me about your mother kicking you out.
Okay, when she kicked me out a few weeks, it was just I woke up that morning, I was very tired because I always take care of my 2-year-old nephew. Like I'm always taking care of him, doing everything for him when that's her responsibility.
Okay.
Which I just had a deceased niece that passed, so she's real up and overprotective about him. So
course.
I woke up that morning and she walked in there, she was like, well, get up and take your nephew to school, but she's not doing nothing. So I'm like, why you couldn't do it? She didn't even say much. She just started arguing with me, yelling, then she called the police. So after she called the police, I'm like, why would you call them? Usually when she called them, she told them I'm not supposed to be there, so I got real scared.
You said usually when she calls them, so this is a reoccurrence.
She called them all the time.
On you.
So when she called him this time, I knew she was gonna try to, oh, she not supposed to be here, send her here. But this time, I had been and got put on probation, so I was real scared about her calling them. So when she called them, I just instantly started recording them because, you know, when you want to call the police, I'm going to pull out my phone. I got my proof. I know what I done. I know I ain't did nothing wrong. So I recorded, and they basically just asked me a few questions about do I live there, do I got stuff in there, and I did. So I told them what happened.
So you sent my producers the video that you said you took that day. Can I see it?
All she did was kick me out this morning because I didn't want to wake up and feed my nephew, and I got the messages. I've been living here for months. I called y'all yesterday and told y'all the same that she keep doing.
Yeah, that stops today. Okay, but let me talk to the police officers right quick. And unrecord me.
No.
Now.
I don't appreciate you lying, so I'm not going to unrecord
I don't
anything.
supposed to be on social media, that's why.
I'm not going to post it. I'm just keeping it for my record if I get in trouble.
Come on in, ma'am. Y'all come in.
Okay.
Please.
So where did you end up staying when you left?
Okay, I was staying in my boyfriend's car. Oh, yeah, that's my stuff. Because she didn't want me home.
And let me back up. You're 18. You just turned 18, right?
I just turned 18 a few months ago.
Okay. When a lot of this was happening, you were 17?
No, this just happened.
Okay.
All this just happened like right before I came on the show.
Right before the show. But you said there was your police being called and all this stuff. So
yeah, like she usually called them a lot, but the only reason she started calling them was because they put me on probation. After they put me on probation, she just called them every time. Like,
what are you on probation for?
Okay, my mom, she be putting me out. Around the time that I was 17, when she first put me out, I had to go sleep with a man for somewhere to go. Okay, that man, he slept with me that time and he didn't give me anywhere to go. He put me right back outside after we slept together. That made me real uncomfortable because I slept with you to have somewhere to go and now I still don't have anywhere to go. So I broke his windows. But it was only because I needed this. You didn't give it to me. I gave you what you wanted. And basically after that, you know, I'm sorry.
I hear you, baby.
I basically, you know.
You don't got to tell me more of the story. I understand.
Had to have somewhere to go. And they had, like, me and him got into it. He fought me.
Did your mom know about that? Why you're on probation? Did she know that's the reason?
Not really. She just know that when it came time for court and stuff, I asked her for help. I told her I didn't break the window because I didn't want my mama to go against me. She always would go against me no matter what the situation is.
And where are you staying right now?
Okay, I'm like basically couch hopping. Like I stay here, I stay there, I stay with my cousins sometimes, but I really barely have anywhere to go because it's like every family member that I stay with, somebody who's immediate related to me, like she'll call them, oh, Samaria like this, she like that, she'll do this to you, she'll do that to you. When half of the time I probably wouldn't do none of that to them. She just want to be messy, don't want me to have nowhere to go. And I don't appreciate that fact because I be feeling like if I'm put out, I'm your daughter, you love me. Why you don't care about the fact that I don't have nowhere to go? Why you don't care about what may happen to me? Wow, nobody, you know.
When did the issues start with your family start?
Okay. It started around the time when I was 15. When I was 15, all this started happening. I had to make friends with my neighbor. I turned my neighbor from the house that we was living in, I turned my neighbor to my best friend. Like, I started living with her, staying with her, because my mama was constantly putting me out. I was supposed to be going to school, but due to the things that I was doing at my neighbor's house, I never went to school. Like, I probably barely had clothes. I didn't want to go in no dirty clothes. I didn't want to go with a headspace because I'm sleeping with men at night. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, like, they demons on me at school, you know, different stuff going on. But basically...
So you started sleeping with those men at 15?
Yeah.
And my producer told me that your mom did know when you were 15 that you were sleeping with men to get by.
Yeah, she knew that.
She did know that. Okay.
She knew.
So the only one she didn't know about was the one when you were 17.
Yeah, she didn't know about that one because by that time she had casted me away. She didn't really care.
What was her response?
She didn't have no response. I guess it's because she do it too. She don't. You know what I mean? Like,
Has your mom kicked you out before?
yeah, she kicked me out all the time.
How many times would you say since you were 15 your mother
I
kicked
didn't
you
stay
out?
with my mom much. Like, I mean, I can't even say how it is living in the household with her. I can't say that every time I have lived in the household with her, it wasn't comfortable because it was always the next in there with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never had my own space. I never had my own room. Never had my own, you know what I'm saying?
Got it, I understand. I hear you. It looks like I'm getting a ping from your mom's sister, your Aunt Shalonda. Do you have an Aunt Shalonda? Mm-hmm. Let me hear what she's saying.
Karamo, I'm telling you, you got your hands full with Samaria. She is off the chain. Samaria smokes weed. She sells her body on social media. She lives from pillar to post. She goes to people's houses and try to stay. And my sister, she goes over there. She takes food for her to eat. She go to her rescue every time. Samaria is so disrespectful. She puts our business out on Facebook, whether it's the truth or a lie. Samaria has no respect for her family. Our father passed away March 24th. I did not want her at the funeral at all. Then she had the nerve to take a picture while he was laying in his casket, posted him out on social media, and started this whole chaos on Facebook. I told my sister it couldn't be me, daughter or not. I'm not gonna let a child disrespect me the way that Samaria disrespects her mom, and I don't approve of it.
Okay, for one, she needs shut. That's not how it is. Okay, so it's like, for one, I already, like she said about my granddad, that's why I really don't with my family. When my granddad died, they didn't call me down to tell me that he had passed. None of that. I had to find out from my brother. I missed his body viewing because y'all didn't call me, y'all didn't tell me nothing about it. And still, to this day, I didn't get to view his body till like the funeral day, so I don't know how she gonna say I took pictures.
There have been some text exchange between you and that same aunt. I'm up, y'all got something to eat, like for me to take with me, like noodles or anything, but I'm gonna need a bowl. This is you texting your aunt.
Yeah, because I used to work, and I needed that for work.
You're not allowed back in my house at all, not for a package delivery or to see my kids or if you're hungry. Okay, and how long ago was this?
This was like the other month ago. This was when my granddad died, March 24th.
Yes, March 24th. So,
24th.
okay, I get your point of view.
And then I don't
so
like
I gotta
how
ask you, but I want to ask you this: what do you want from your mom today?
I want for her to understand me. I want for her to talk to me better. The way she talked to me like, bitch, hoe, I don't want her doing all that because I'm a bitch and hoe you right back. Like, I'm going to say the same to you, so it's going to forever be conflict. We got to learn to fix the problem. And another thing, like, she be calling me ugly. I don't think she know that make me feel some type of way. Like, I be feeling like that's true. I feel like she don't love me, but that's why we here.
Okay, I get that.
It's all about making it better.
Okay. Well, let's see what Shanta has to say about this situation. So everyone, please welcome Shanta to the show.
Hey, Karamo.
Hi, nice to meet you. So I got to ask you, how do you feel about everything that was just said?
So, Samaria, what we're not gonna do is sit here for the Karamo show and tell lies,
What lies
so
for?
that we can get the proper help for you. The
Help
first
for me,
thing
help
is
for
you're
you.
very disrespectful.
Yes, I am.
You don't know how to talk to me as a child. I'm your mother. You're not my mother. You're at the age of 18, that makes you part ways grown. Not all the way grown. As long as you in my house, there are rules to
But I
follow
barely
in
be
my
in
house.
the house.
As long as you're in my house,
I barely be
there
in the
are
house.
rules in my house.
You don't let me in the house.
When you're there.
Okay, when I'm
yes,
there.
I put you out. And it's a reason for me putting you out. You use profanity towards me. You don't know how to talk to me. Not only that,
And don't you do that to me on a regular, though?
You have
On
disrupted.
a regular, not just when we're arguing, when we're going through it. On
You
a regular,
have
you talk to
manic
me crazy.
behaviors to where you destroy property. I do not have to tolerate that from you.
Do I have manic behaviors because of you?
Baby, I'm old school raised. You understand me? Old school. I could stand up now. If my mama look at me, she could line me up with her eyes and me and my sister get in line. You do not do that. You go word for word with me.
Because you
And
talk.
you weren't
It's
raised
the
like
way
that.
you talk, though. It's the way
you
you
go
talk.
word for word.
Like, how you talking right now? You don't
That's
talk like
right.
that at home. When I
But
get in trouble,
I'm not going to use any profanity on this show, but Karamo, I do.
Yeah, like, bitch,
Because
hoe,
me
like
as
that.
a
You don't gotta
character,
do all that.
if I call her bitches,
What you mean?
hoes, I'm just being honest with you. That's what I do in the heat of the moment. But understand, it's only after she done did it first. You get what I'm saying?
So were you aware that your daughter was selling her body at 15?
Yes. 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I say that is because I know she's an adult now, but I want to make sure anybody else at home that's aware, because this is my background, this is the field I worked in. You know that if any social service agency would have found that out, you would have been arrested immediately for child neglect and child abuse.
Okay.
I want you to know that. That's point blank.
Yes.
Point blank.
So at the age of 17, since we're speaking on that, I did have a case open against me.
When she was on the streets, were you ever to find her, like those times?
Yes, it's been numerous of times Samaria have called me. She told me she was hungry. She needed to wash her clothes. When she asked me for things, if I have it, I give it.
And you barely have it.
Mom, I want to ask you something. What do you want to happen today?
I want her to learn to respect. It ain't like I'm making up a story behind her. Everybody goes through the same thing.
She's admitted that she's been disrespectful. She's admitted that she's done these things. She says she's done these things. What's making you emotional right now?
Because it's like, I don't like seeing my family cry. Everybody know I love out of them. I would never do nothing to like make them upset. I don't try to make them upset. I go through that they don't listen to, they don't care about. And that's what made me upset, and that's what made me rebel. Maybe if you cared, maybe if you asked, maybe if you, what you call it, if you even tried the effort, like E for effort, like you don't put in no effort on supporting me, none of that. And then you sit up here on the show want to cry about respect for what?
So do you want a relationship with your daughter?
I do want a relationship with her, yes.
You do.
I do.
You do, and you don't believe that?
I mean, it's hard to believe.
Your daughter says something, and this is real. She said, I want you to understand what I've been through, what I'm going through. Do you think that you ever take the time really to understand what she's been through?
I have took the time out to understand her and what she goes through.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, that's some fairy tale stuff.
Well, the things that we know for sure, and I'm just going to start here, and this is why I started with this. A young woman at 15, whether she thinks she's making a grown decision or not, doesn't understand her body and understand the men who take advantage of her young mind.
Correct.
And regardless of the attitude or anything else, your little baby has had those situations. And those situations are traumatic.
They are.
And if you've ever had anything traumatic, I know your father just passed, so you know what it is. You get, as much as you're grieving, you get angry at times, you get frustrated at times. And I just want you to put your place in a little girl's mind that is at 15. And yes, she probably had an attitude before, so I'm not trying to pretend like I didn't think she had an attitude before. But 15, she didn't understand that. And as much as she's nodding her head, tell your mama what you've been through.
Yeah, like, and it ain't even just like, it's like I done been through a lot of stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff you didn't tell me that I was supposed to know. You ain't never came to me and sat me down and told me how I was supposed to be as a woman or anything like that. So it's a lot of that men done seen me do they wasn't even supposed to see me do.
So like, I never sat down and talked to you? The way you promote your body on social media, all of that. We had the conversations before then. But I'm saying, the different little things that I done talked to you about, you gonna sit here and act like I never tried to come to you and talk to you about.
You don't want you come to me and say what you're saying now. I shouldn't be doing it. That's not talking to me, understanding me. That's telling me what I shouldn't be doing.
Okay, gotcha.
That's authority. That's what you're doing.
So you don't take no responsibility for nothing you
done
done?
Yes, I take responsibility. It's all my fault. I did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I have
really
no control
quickly.
over
I'm
that.
gonna tell you something. It's not your fault. You were a child that was trying to figure out how to survive in a world that no one prepared you for. And I'm not giving you, I'm not taking you away. This is not your fault, and it also does not have to be your story. You understand?
I can change it anytime.
Your daughter's reaching out to the show for help, and I really do appreciate you being vulnerable.
I just hope whatever we say on this stage, the resolution we take it home with us. And we live that same way day by day, listening to each other and respecting each other.
So for me to encourage her to commit to not using profanity, you have to commit one thing, is that you allow the conversations to only be between y'all, which means your sister, your mama, anybody else can't call and do what I heard, where they call her out her name, say anything. Because the thing is that a child against several adults, and even though y'all are just all saying what y'all gotta say, I've been in the family, I've seen it, but then it's like it's me against the world. So can you commit to having her back, to saying to everybody else, I'm not gonna let them talk about you? Can you tell her?
I'm going to commit to this. I can't say I'm going to not have them talk about you because I can't control anyone's action. So I'll be lying to you if I sit here and say that.
No, you
but
no,
I
you
will not
wouldn't.
let them talk about you or to you around me.
So that's good. That's the perfect commitment. So you actually did what I wanted.
Right.
Because the thing is that, yeah, we know, we all adults, we all got our own mouth.
Right.
But when you know they're around, you say, no, not around my daughter.
Correct.
And that way, if your mother is protecting you from everybody else, can you not, when you get triggered, because I know you're going to be triggered, can you say, you know what, I'm going to show you how smart I am. I ain't going to cuss at you. As long as she's keeping her commitment and protecting you.
Right.
Can you do that?
Yeah. As long as you keeping your commitment and protecting me, I'm going to respect you. I won't be using profanity. I'll find every word in the dictionary before I use a cuss word.
Look at that.
All right.
Look at that. Hopefully this helped a little bit. One step to help y'all going forward.
That's right.
All right. Good luck to y'all, all right?
Me and my girlfriend Jordan have been together for 2 years. But her friend Kai is trying to mess our relationship up.
Jordan is a grown woman. So if she wants to hang out with me instead of him, that says a lot about her boyfriend.
I don't want her hanging out with him. I'm tired of this guy. He got a funny smell to him.
G-Money is a jealous bum, and he needs to mind his business. It happens a lot when I have close girlfriends, and then they start getting like boyfriends or get into relationships. They always get jealous. They always, to me, it seems like it's an insecurity.
Okay.
You know, they always want to know, like, what are y'all doing? Call every hour on the hour. Lately, like, my friend, like, we've been friends for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So she met this guy during the pandemic, and I've just seen how it's changed her entire, like, personality.
So why do you feel like he's not a good guy? Or he isn't good for her?
Yeah, like, my friend, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's always, like, she's bubbly, life of the party. And ever since I feel like she's been talking to him, she's gotten very reserved. You know, she's very covered up, you know. Now, she doesn't go out. It's always an excuse as to why she can't go out. Whenever, you know, we are all around each other, it's toxic. We're always arguing, little, you know, petty little things are being said.
But my producer told me you even got them a hotel room for them to do a little getaway. Is that true?
No, I got us a hotel room.
Oh, so you got her a hotel room so that she could get away from him?
Yeah.
And then you just said now that you went with her?
I mean, of course. You know, I'm gonna go see, like, what's going on, check out the suite. I have to be there to physically check you in because I work for a hotel.
Got it. So let me back up, because you said with other friendships, you've had issues where the men have been jealous of you.
Absolutely.
Why do you think that is? I mean, you're an attractive man, but like, what else are you giving off? That
you know how it is when, you know, you good looking and, like, my sexuality is A or B or C or D, and they don't really know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
so you consider yourself fluid?
I would say a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the altercation you had with G-Money.
So, like, it's a few altercations that we have, and they're always, like, just petty things. Like, you saw in the video, right? He says something, I'll say something. You know, I have a smart mouth. So I was over her house, because he doesn't have a house. So I was over her house. He was there. You know, I like to get...
Still a little shady comments. Go ahead.
I like to get my nails, you know, manicured. I like to be very manicured. I remember, you know, she complimenting me on my nails. Oh, you know, where'd you get your nails done? Who did it? Da, 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 da. Oh, I see you got your nails done again. You should have just went all out, got the, like, the long tips or whatever, you know, whatever he said. So it's like, where's your house? Like, look at your nails, you know what I'm saying? Versus commenting on my nails. So it just kind of starts like, we throw little jabs at each other.
But if this is your friend's man, why not just, like, I'm not excusing his little jabs, but why not just walk away? Why not just let him have his jabs and say, you know what, y'all in y'all relationship, y'all do you. I don't want to lose my friendship.
For a few reasons.
Okay, tell me.
One, like a straight man, like these days, like you're not just gonna get away with talking to me like that.
I respect that. I respect that, yes.
You know
I'm never saying to be disrespected. I never want that. But I'm just saying, like, why not just be the bigger person and be like, you know what, I'm not even gonna deal with you. Why you had to come up with a little shady comment, though?
Because I'm gonna try to be the bigger person. Me being a bigger person looks like me inviting you out. Me saying, yeah, your boyfriend can come.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think he's into your girl?
Man, I know he's into my girl, man. I'm a guy, man. Let me be the first to say I don't have no problem with homosexuals at all. We can hang out, kick it, whatever. You feel me? So come at me with it. But when you looking at my girl with hunger in your eyes, like, I know how a heterosexual male is. We turn around, you looking at her butt. Gay dudes ain't tripping off a girl butt. You feel me? What you looking at her butt for? You feel me? All the time. Every time you over, you looking at her butt.
Like,
hold on, every single time you come over,
it's like
you looking
this
at her
type
butt.
of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
You want to linger on her hand and stuff. Like, oh, Jordan, you
I
smell
can't
good.
Look at her.
Like, bro,
I can't look at anybody's butt.
Go get another girl, bro. Like, go get another girlfriend. Like, what's wrong? Why you around mine so much? Like, why you always coming to our house?
I'm around your girl because your girl comes around me talking about you.
Oh, my God. I mean, I said, y'all friends.
All the time.
How much do they hang out from your point of view?
They fell out for a couple weeks. He has, thank God he ain't been around. You feel me? Or like, been cool or whatever.
So the relationship has been better since?
Yeah, for sure, because most of our art is about him. Like, why she always with him? And then when she with him, like, she'll
I'm the problem.
Bro, it seemed like it. And then
So
when you're gone, when you poofed out the way, there's no problems no more.
Where's your accountability in the whole situation?
Bro.
I've been here for 7 years. You just popped up onto the scene.
7 years,
You're the new kid on the block.
It sounds like Jordan comes to Kai and tells him the problems.
I'm pretty sure he's not the only friend she comes to talking her problems. I talk to my friends about my issues too. I don't talk to my friends about every little issue, but that's what you do with your friends.
So you and Jordan argue about this a lot. This is the
I
main
mean,
argument
we
to
have been in the past. We have, you feel me? But not no more because he's gone, you feel me? Or he has been gone, you feel me?
Have you two ever broken up before? You and Jordan?
I wouldn't say breaking up, but we've had times where we're just not talking.
She tries to get away
from
you.
Hold on, he asked me the question.
She tries to run away.
Does she try to run away?
Run as fast as she can to get away from you.
I don't know what she's telling you.
You say to her, you're always talking about how she looks, or you need to cover up, you need to, why is your short so short? Like I said before, like my friend, she's very outgoing. When we go out, we're the life of the party. Everybody comes over, they buy us drinks, they, want to party with us. And then ever since she's talking to you, she's, oh no, oh I can't, or I'm on the phone, call. Hello, yeah.
She has a boyfriend. Like, it's common sense.
That's not.
But G-Money, do you feel like you're controlling her in a bit? Because that's what he's describing.
It's not controlling. When you have a
girlfriend,
it would be complimentary to act a certain way. Like, don't have your she has big breasts. Don't have your boobs all out. You feel me? When you're in public, don't be having little skirts on. Like, you have a boyfriend.
She had big breasts when you met her. Like,
exactly.
Like you was looking at her.
Exactly. Jordan, I need you to tell me, what are the things that you complain to him about? Because I already saw a little bit. I heard him say earlier, G-Money said that he has started to control how you dress. Even though you look nice now, that he's asked you to sort of dress a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, I dress. So I be dressing. I mean, as I grow as a woman, I mean, it's out of respect for my man to just have a little,
that. Yeah, as long as it's your choice. That's if you want to change your fashion, if you want to be covered up, that's fine. But what I was questioning and was scared about is because he was making it seem as if he was dictating it. So it's your choice. You're saying that you have changed your fashion.
G-Money can be a little direct at times.
Okay.
So
direct. That's
he
what
can
you
be
say.
direct at times.
So G-Money, you came here because you wanted me to unlock both your girlfriend Jordan and her best friend Kai's phones. So let's get to unlocking these phones.
Wait, what?
G-Money, you want to know if Kai and Jordan have been communicating with each other, but you refuse to unlock your phone, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
And why do you refuse to unlock your phone?
Because that's not my dude. Like, why am I unlocking my phone for you?
I respect that. All right, for Jordan's phone, G-Money, you want to know if Kai and Jordan have been communicating with each other. So my Unlock the Phone investigator also, again, couldn't unlock anything because you refused to unlock your phone.
You refused?
So why did you refuse to unlock your phone?
You refuse?
Yes, I refuse.
You got something to hide?
No, I don't have nothing to hide. But at the same time, if I'm not gonna let you go through my phone, I'm not letting no one else go through my phone. That's my part. I still have my dignity. I'm still my own person. I can say no. I can say I'm grown enough to say no.
Well, I would hope so.
I can say no.
And I can accept the no. But still, do y'all got something to tell me?
Spell no.
In most cases, I would say, well, the lack of transparency here is going to cause there to be issues. But in this case, because I'm tracking other things that could be unhealthy and I'm watching the body language and I'm watching things, I think that this is actually a pretty healthy boundary for you to say no to. So in this instance, I actually respect your no of unlocking the phone because the only hesitation he's having is with you and your friend, your best friend, and that's it. So I think in other ways, there might be, hold on, we're getting a ping alert.
What's going on,
Who's
man?
this ping alert from?
What's going on, man?
So I got a ping alert from
What's
Jordan.
a ping?
Pings are where we get messages that people, we get somebody to come and share something.
What's going on, Jay Jordan?
All right, so let's go ahead and watch this ping.
That me and Kai had sex right around the time that me and G Money got together. And that kind of happened around the wedding that I told you I went to by myself. We decided to take that to the grave. And there's another thing that even Kai does not know. I was pregnant, and I'm not sure who the father was. It could be G Money or it could be Kai. I'm not sure. I just got an abortion and just kept it pushing. And I'm so sorry. I'm not pregnant
She
right
said she
now.
got an abortion.
Wait, what?
Wow.
She said she got an abortion because she didn't know which one of y'all it was.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. Watch when we get back to the bay.
What?
For sure. Bro, you're weird. Both y'all weird. What the
I'm
hell?
sorry.
But this
It's-
weirdo,
Like
for
you're
real,
hella, like, come
for
on,
real,
bro,
bro,
like
you're
she
weird.
just
Bro,
said.
bro,
You
but
just
y'all weird
said,
as
it's about
But y'all
yourself
weird
right
as
now. Yourself
fuck
right
both
now.
y'all,
Yeah,
man.
walk
Weird
off.
man,
Walk
straight up.
off, walk
Y'all weird.
away.
Once
Go to
you get back
work.
to the
Like,
bay,
what are you
bro,
talking
you're
about?
done.
What are you
You're done.
talking
Straight up.
about?
I'm gone.
What are you
Straight up.
talking about?
Everybody, y'all
What's
done.
up? What's up?
It just happened. We were on a cruise ship and we got lost at sea. And it happened, and I'm sorry, I did not tell you. It was a lot. And I think that's what really made me distant, because I didn't know what to say or how to say it or do. Just weird. I didn't know.
So how do you feel about the fact that she could have been pregnant with your child and that she had an abortion?
Tell me though, bro. Why you ain't
going
tell
back,
me, bro?
bruh.
Why you ain't tell me, bro? Why you send me here to tell me all this, bro?
I'll
It's
talk to
weird,
him in the
bro.
back.
Why you
I
send
don't
me
want
all the way down here to tell me this? Why you ain't tell me?
I don't want to know.
Why you ain't tell me?
sorry.
We could have been done with all this, bro. Weird as
I'll
fuck,
talk to him
bro.
in the back.
Mama.
I don't want
And,
that.
bro, you weird too, bro.
Professional,
Bro, you
professional.
fake gay, dude.
Are you in love with her?
I'm not in love with my best friend.
Would you want to be in a relationship with her?
I don't actually like women like that. You know, it was just
So you like them sexually but not emotionally?
we was intimate, real
Have y'all been
intimate.
more intimate than more than that time? It's coming out now.
Mama.
You might as well say yes. So I'm gonna take that as a yes. How many times have y'all been intimate?
Oh, once, twice.
3 times,
It was
4?
really like twice. It was twice. It
twice.
was twice. It was twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was twice.
I can't excuse G Money's behavior, and we're going to get to that because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. But at the end of the day, his concern was that you would be doing something.
But he
and
didn't
you
know.
weren't.
He didn't know that.
But that even makes it worse.
He didn't know.
So you were the trifling friend he was worried about. You would sleep with his
You
girl.
didn't have to worry because it wasn't like that.
But it happened.
It happened twice.
Twice.
It
It
happened
like
twice, but it wasn't like a continual thing. Like I'm not trying to pursue you.
I understand, but his concern was, did you sleep with my girl?
His concern should be, can I provide for my girl? Can I treat my girl better? Can I talk to my girl differently?
No, listen, I
That's
said I'm
what
going
his
to
concern
get
should
to
be.
that. But with you, the concern was, did you sleep with my girl? And you did. You slept with his girl twice.
Okay. Like it was twice.
No, but you got to take accountability for that. You talking
I
about you on
take
him.
full accountability. We slept together 2 times.
Jordan, do you have feelings for Kai?
No, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
What happened was just something that happened. Kai is my best friend. I love him no matter what, because he has been in my life and will continue to be in my life because I want Kai in my life.
Okay.
But I
Got
do
it.
want, I don't know about now.
Well, the thing is that because there's so many things going on here. First of all, I'm glad that you got off your chest because it needed to come off, but this entire thing needs to be exposed. Because from what I'm tracking, it sounds like you're in a very unhealthy relationship with G Money. And I'm not sure why you're staying for these 2 years. Can you express to me why you're staying? Because from what I'm hearing, from his own words, he's an entrepreneur, he's not financially stable, he's been verbally abusive, he's been physically abusive. There have been so many things that have shown that he's clearly not someone of value in your life. You even said you're not growing in a healthy way. So why keep staying with him?
I think because of the love that he gives me and the way he makes me feel as I'm important. Because I didn't have a father
Got it.
when I was growing up. So I do need a strong man. And him being direct and, you know.
But you do understand a strong man doesn't have to come with someone who's going to be abusive, who's going to treat you in certain ways. You can find a man who's strong, who's going to treat you right.
I do understand that.
Are you ready to end this relationship with G Money? You have to.
I don't know how. I don't know how.
Just be strong. Like all you got to do is say no.
Does he live with you?
He does.
He lives with you. Okay. So there's an issue of getting him out of your house. Yeah. I don't know him fully. He was right about his questions about you, so I'm gonna give him full. He was. You were sleeping with his girl.
I mean,
like,
but that was before, like, he didn't, you know, like.
No, I don't know. You're not gonna let me. You're not gonna get me on your side with this. You're not gonna get me on your side with this. I mean, you two are consenting adults. His concern was, are you sleeping with my girl? And you did twice.
I'm not.
What I'm saying is, his concerns were correct there, but outside of that, the behavior is wrong. So why saying, because there was a 7-year friendship here, besides the sex, and you've both been clear that you don't want a romantic relationship. So we'll chalk it up to y'all in your 20s. Y'all had a little moment, you did whatever, but you need a safe haven to be able to get out of this relationship. And he doesn't seem like the person that's going to leave quietly. He doesn't seem like the person who's going to let go of you because he knows he's getting something from you.
Very much not easily.
Yeah. Is there some way that we can, when you leave this stage, you can fly back and go to his place? Would those be action steps that you could use to get out of this relationship? Because this relationship is unhealthy.
Hold on one second, though. Because, like, it's like before you invite somebody to your house, I don't want to be in a situation where it's like I'm listening to you do the same merry-go-round. You know, like, that's tiring.
These moments are critical because you're saying that you want to leave and you're ready to be done with this relationship. And this is where now true friendship and support comes in. It's one thing to be on the phone, and there's one thing to be like, I'm hearing your problem, I'm exhausted by hearing your problems. But there's another thing when your friend is saying, I do want an escape plan.
Do you really want to leave him, though? Like, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm tired of being a caged bird.
Good. So she's telling me she wants to leave him. And at the end of the day, even if G Money did stay with her, if he did stay with her, he's going to only make your life a living hell from this point on. And so your friend is telling you she needs support now. She's tired of being a caged bird, her own words. So this is where it says, I got to show up for you.
Yeah, like, I got you. You already know I got you. So I'm here.
The thing that he asked and said that you're doing, you did. And so y'all, we can't give you a pass and laugh this off because you were right. You were disrespected 100% by them lying to you and saying they weren't sleeping together. So your intuition was right. You knew what was going on. And I'm sad that you had to find out that way. You know what I mean? You came to unlock the phone, but she just confessed. What's going on in your mind?
Man, I don't know what to think right now, man. My head messed up, man. It's just a simple fact that, damn, with that guy, like, that's crazy. Like, could be anybody else. Like, I ain't like that, but damn, with him though, like, I've been.
I get it. I understand. It's not like you want her to cheat, but the fact that it was with him after you had said repeatedly, "Are y'all doing something? Is there something that's going on?"
They playing this little charade game. Like, I don't understand that. Like, it's weird. It's not cool.
So she said that she wants to end the relationship.
Good.
Like,
for sure, she already know what's up. Yeah, that's over with. Like, for real, that's over with. You know, had sex with some fake gay dude. Like, is he gay? Like, what the like, that's weird. Like, you been playing this whole charade. Like, I'm cool. Cool, I ain't dipping in that pot. That's over with.
You done with it?
Yeah, it's over with. Like, please.
She said that you two live together, so how will you?
I'm gone. I'm about to pack my out of there. We can figure all the rest out later. You feel me? I go somewhere ASAP. So once we touch down, I'm gone, packing my stuff.
Okay.
She can grab hers or whatever. She can have the house, whatever. I don't care. I'm gone. Like, she can move in with him, or I don't care. He can have her as much as he want now. You feel me? I don't know what this is. You feel me? But I don't want to be a part of it no more. You feel me? I'm done. Like, here. Like, I want to do that.
Well, at the end of the day, at least you got your answers and you were validated knowing what you were feeling was
like
that wrong.
a weight off my shoulders now. You feel me? I can like go forward in life. You feel me? Pick my best move. My next move will be my best move.
Got it.
You know? And
well, I wish you the best of luck, sincerely, man.
Thank
Sorry
you.
you had to find out that way. Yeah, seriously. All right, good luck, brother.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
good luck, man. Seriously.
If it wasn't for you, I'd never found out nothing.
I'm glad I could help you that way, man.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, brother. Take care of that, brother.
So talk to me about the cheating instances that happened this past summer.
Going from the Air Force life, he was in there for 10 years, and previously married, to civilian life, into my life, being a single mom with 3 boys, was very devastating to him. And when I say devastating, that's an incorrect word. Overwhelming.
Okay.
I felt that he would have acclimated better than he did.
Why do you say that?
Because we connected. We were like not like, we are soulmates. He's an amazing, beautiful human. I just don't know if he was ready for my fast-paced world. I'm a decade older than him.
Okay.
So I'm 41.
Yeah.
He's 31. Our
Okay.
birthdays are 7 days apart.
Okay. What happened in July?
He started, okay, so that was last July. For a year, until the July that we're speaking of, when he started cheating, he was drinking.
Drinking.
That was
okay.
his way of escaping reality.
Got
So July 14th, I hear a knock on my door, and it's police officers, and he put a restraining order against me.
He put one against you.
Yeah, he kicked the boys and IS out of the house that I had previously bought prior to him and moved him and his kids into.
That's extreme. Was there
Yeah.
something else going on in between that time? Were you two fighting?
We were oh yeah, we were fighting.
Arguing.
He would leave, arguing, fighting. He would leave. He would come back. At no point did I ever speculate that he would cheat on me.
So how many times did he cheat on you?
So it was 3 times with 2 girls.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with the first gal, well, he's not our boy. He's a 19-year-old kid that we allowed to stay with us. Him and my 13-year-old had walked in and recorded it.
Recorded him having sex with
He
another
just finished on our couch.
woman? So they caught video of him getting still naked with this woman also naked on the couch.
She had a shirt on.
She had a shirt on.
On
But
my
they-
couch.
Was that the first time you knew that he had cheated?
That was the first time he cheated. It was really challenging. We rearranged our furniture in our house. Like, I tried to recreate this space in our home because the second girl that he did was in our foyer, and I laid the tile in that house. I literally built that house for the boys
He had
and
sex
I.
in your foyer? On your tile?
Yeah.
So you
And-
catch him cheating. He puts a restraining order on you.
He put a restraining order on me prior
Prior.
to cheating.
Okay.
And so I had to fight with the courts to get my home back because now my boys and I are displaced.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, again, this is a home that I had built for my children prior to meeting him.
Yeah.
So that was very devastating. Come to find out later, time had gone on and the restraining order was squashed. He still was proceeding to drink. He had left his vehicle running and his phone unlocked. But I saw some pop-ups of this girl. It was like, you treat me like a queen, thank you so much. And that was really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so I called her and she answered. And we had a great conversation. Honestly, she pretended, she's like, oh yeah, I see you all the time. I'm at the store and, you know, I know about her boys, and she never gave me any inclination that there was anything going on. They were
Yeah.
just friends. But I didn't bring up the text message that I saw about being treated like a queen. So then I approached Brandon about it. And I kind of, well, I totally, not kind of lied, I totally lied. And I was like, this girl told me this, this, and this. He's like, you're right, I did do that.
Okay.
And then
gotta
I
know
lost
this.
my
How did you reconcile after the cheating?
It's not easy. And that's kind of what I'm here for, because I unconditionally love my husband.
Got it. And you're back together now, right?
We are, correct,
And
yeah.
he's still drinking?
No. Oh, no, 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 no.
He stopped drinking
He went to
fully.
rehab.
Okay. And so how long has he been sober now?
So he got out of rehab on September 15th. So it hasn't been very long.
So about 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone, let's see what Brant has to say about all this. So welcome, Brant, to the show. Hey, thanks for being here. Yeah, great to meet you. Yeah. Okay. So how do you feel about everything that was just said?
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yes, sir.
So why did you sleep with these other women?
I was self-sabotaging, and there was no want or like lust after those women. I just not thinking clearly I was drinking heavy
Okay.
at that time. I mean, there's over the past time, even before that, there's times that I don't remember certain things, and so yeah, I just not good decisions I would never make in my life. I was making throughout my drinking period.
Makes sense. So you're sober now?
I'm sober.
Congratulations. Yeah. So do you think these women were giving you something that you're missing from Ashley?
No, not at
Nothing.
all.
Okay. So talk to me about this restraining order.
Well, she's a very persistent woman, like very persistent. And when she sets her mind on something, she goes for it. I mean, she spent hours and hours, probably at this time, weeks of accumulative research on how to help me. And I knew she wasn't gonna give up on me. And meanwhile, all I can feel is I'm bringing this amazing woman down. And so that's why I did the restraining order. Like, well, if she can't talk to me, then she'll move on and she'll be happy.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I wasn't making any decisions at that time that were making sense.
So how did you two get back together?
Well, communication a little bit, like talking about it.
Did she get upset learning new information? Yeah,
At
learning
times.
information.
Yeah, at times.
That is the truth.
So how have y'all been in this time period of sobriety? Are y'all still arguing? Is there any issues? Other than when you get triggered?
Other than we get triggered, no.
Yeah. But you get triggered often, which makes sense.
So when you say often, my often and your often might be different.
What's your often?
When he tries to make out with me on the couch, can't do that.
Yeah.
There'll be times when we're in the kitchen because our foyer, when you walk through our front door, leads right into our kitchen.
Well, that's often for me, and the reason I say that is because I knew it has to be a lot, because all the infidelity happened in the home. So no matter when you walk through, it's recent.
The energy.
And the energy is going to be there. You're going to look and see that. It's up there.
It's a mental wreckage.
Yeah, it has to be. Have you acknowledged really what she could be feeling with this betrayal?
I have.
And what do y'all talk about?
I don't have responses or reactions. I kind of just, like, I'm trying to, you know, because I understand, like, she's going to have emotions and feelings about it, and it's fair to her, like, she needs to get those out.
Have you thought about divorce?
We've used the word, which is, divorce is such a nasty word. And in my opinion, when somebody uses the word divorce, I think of it as imagine the other person dying.
Yeah.
Because when you get a divorce, you don't get to call that person, talk to that person, they're gone.
Yeah.
And I already almost lost Brant from drinking once. I had to call his family and tell him, like, we're not sure if he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
I know that feeling of losing him.
Of course, of course. But the betrayal has been deep enough that you've thought about it.
No.
You haven't thought
We
about
just
it.
use it in, I use it in like, just like, almost like threatening way.
I get it. You got to speak your truth. I understand what you're saying about the death and that it might not be a real possibility.
Yeah.
What I think I'm trying to establish here is that I understand that you want to be with this man. There's a protection of what happened and a protection of him that is not allowing you to actually have the validation of what you experienced so that you can actually heal.
That's what I want to work on.
Yes, but that starts off by here when I ask you these questions about, like, divorce. I'm not saying you want to get divorced. I'm not even going to suggest that. I see how close you're holding your man. So I know you are like, I lost you once, I don't want to lose you again.
Correct.
But you also have to be real with yourself of saying, this was
Oh, it's
hurt. You know, and I know you get spicy, and I'm using your terms.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the thing was that we called on the show about your betrayal,
Right.
and I don't think you're acknowledging it enough. I think you let it
You're
build
right.
up,
Yep.
and you let it come out,
Yep.
and that's the unhealthy part.
And
which
then
you
I harbor
know.
it again.
And you harbor it
and
again.
And then it builds up.
And it
then
builds
I
up.
harbor it in.
But the way to get over that is just to let it be fluid. If you keep blocking the river with this dam and then like the water gets backed up, then of course you're gonna burst. You gotta let those feelings continuously flow. Like you found your man. You didn't even find him, your kids found him, which cuts even a little bit deeper. As a parent, if my child caught the man that I'm in love with, there's a bit of embarrassment, there's a bit of a shame, there's a bit of guilt. All these things, and I know you felt that, and they're natural. And I don't think you're allowing yourself to let those feelings flow all the time because, again, you're in protection mode. You're in caretaker mode. You're in I love you mode. I want you to be better. But I don't think there's enough time being spent on you being better.
There's not.
I want to empower you to know the betrayal you're feeling, if you don't continue to let that stream flow of knowing that you deserve for your feelings to be heard consistently. Again, you're talking about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Then you will never get over it. You will always be triggered and they will always come out as outbursts. And when they come out as outbursts, you won't heal.
That is what is happening right now.
I know.
I'm outbursting.
I
So
know. I know.
You have to allow me to do that.
I have no problem
And
with that.
you can't stop me when I do these things.
You don't call that little girl ever again.
I've always been the one
Don't ever
walking-
talk to her. Don't ever talk to her ever again. And the next time you see her wanting to talk to her, you say, hang up that phone. Hang up that
Well,
phone.
I actually did make him call her and apologize to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made him call her on speakerphone and apologize to her for being kind of drunk.
What should have happened. Let me tell you what should have happened in that situation. He should have just been apologizing to you, and her feelings. I'm sorry. This is not her feelings in this moment don't matter to me. She decided to come into your home, where I'm sure you have beautiful family photos, and look at your family photos and have sex with your man. Her feelings don't matter. You deserve to start, in order to get over this betrayal, not worry about anybody else, not talk to these people. You've given him the support and love that he deserves and needs so that he can know that his woman's gonna be by his side. You've given him that. You've given him that, but now it's time for you to get that. If I can leave you with any advice today as we leave, is that I want you to start to practice allowing your feelings to flow and for you to put yourself first. And you deserve it. And the same grace you're giving him is the same grace you have to give yourself, and you have to be first.
That's what I
You
need
have
to do.
to be first. I appreciate you for coming here and allowing her to be able to talk about these things openly and having the confidence as a man to stand by her and not gaslight her, you made your mistake. You're owning your mistake, and you're doing the work to get better, and I appreciate that. But right now...
I do want this to be about her.
Yeah, good. Look at that.
All of it.
Okay, so me and Nae's been friends for over 20 years. We did everything together. She was like this.
Yeah.
If wherever you see her, you see me, and vice versa. She was there when my son was born. She's his godmom. And in April of last year, I accused her of sleeping with my now husband.
Okay. And why did you accuse her of sleeping with your fiance at the time, now husband?
I accused him because, my fiance is a barber, so he cuts her son's hair.
Okay.
So they would text each other. They had each other's numbers. But Nene would come to things that we had, like gatherings at the house, and she'd be too touchy-feely with him. Like, she'd come in like, hey, best friend, and then when she hugs him, it's like they're hugging a little too long for my liking. So on New Year's last year, we were playing spades. Me, Nene was partners. My cousin Keisha and another friend were partners. So my husband walks past, and as he's walking, she's following him until he got out of view. Like, what the is you looking at,
Yeah.
So I think she was drunk, but she didn't notice me looking. But my other friend kicked me under the table. Like, did you, see her look at him?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So he got in the shower one night, and that phone was sitting right there. I got that code. Opened the phone, checked them messages, even looked in the deleted messages. I didn't see nothing. But before I did that, I accused him of cheating, sleeping with Nene, and I called her. And I was like, I think you messing with my husband. They both denied it. But me and him have infidelity in the past. He cheated at the beginning of our relationship.
Oh, and how long y'all been together?
3 years.
3 years. So in the beginning, he cheated.
Yeah. It could be because he cheated in the past, but it's like it's too many things. First, the long hugs, the looking at him, and then like he could tell a joke and she laughing so much and he ain't even that funny. It's like she go out her way just to laugh and everybody else looking like, so it's like I feel like something going on and I want to get to the
You funny for that.
to the bottom of it.
How did she react when you confronted her? Because you just come out the blue talking about, hey, you sleep with my husband and y'all are friends of 20 years. I mean, there had to be more than just like, okay, girl.
So I called her over the phone and I told her I think she cheated, and she said, no, I can't believe you accused me of something like that. We've been friends for so long. And then I was like, okay, I'm sorry, whatever. So when I looked at his phone and I didn't see nothing, I text her, I'm sorry for accusing you of sleeping with him. She didn't respond back. And she's like a person, we always have our phone. We text back to back.
Yeah.
So 2 hours passed. I called her like, hey, did you get my message? I'm sorry for accusing you. And she said, yeah, I got it. It's cool. And that was it. So in my mind, she's still, mad. And I do kind of feel bad because I didn't find anything. But I just feel like something going on. And I need you to get to the bottom of it.
Has she ever done something like this before?
No, but she don't got a man. It's like she can't keep a man. So I'm like, do you want my man? I don't know.
What was going on? What were you about to say about the wedding?
So we got married in June. She was going to be my maid of honor. She RSVP for the wedding and everything. But me and my husband,
so cute.
Thank you. Me and my husband decided to save money, so we ended up going to the courthouse instead. She never showed up to my wedding.
She didn't show up.
No, and that hurt me badly because even I apologized to you. I still expected you to be at my wedding. And for
How
you not
long
to
ago
come,
was this? I mean, how long after you apologized was your wedding?
I apologized in April and I got married in June.
Oh, so it was pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay. And had y'all been talking in between that time at all?
No.
No. Okay then. But you still thought she was going to show up?
Yeah, because that was a big milestone in my life, so I expected her to be there.
Yeah.
So I asked her after the wedding, I texted her like, hey, I didn't see you at the wedding, what happened? And she told me she couldn't get off work. And I know that's a lie. She got plenty PTO, because how she come here?
Yeah, okay.
Her birthday was in July. We was going to Chicago to Top Golf, and she invited me. I said I was going, but I was driving myself. I'd meet y'all there. So the time came, and I didn't go. I was at home with my feet kicked up watching Lifetime. I stood her up like she stood me up for my wedding.
Oh, so
I
you
didn't
was
go.
being petty?
Yeah, I was being real petty.
What do you miss about your relationship with her?
I miss everything. Like, she was my best friend. Like, she was more close to me than my own sister. She got my deepest, darkest secrets, and I got hers as well. I miss, hey, bitch, like, let's go hang out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get something to eat, sending funny memes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would text all day while we were at work. I miss everything. I don't have that no more, and it's kind of hurting my feelings.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. You told my Lock the Phone investigator that you wanted to know if Nay was inappropriately communicating with your husband, if Nay was at work on your wedding day. And those are the two main things for you that you want to know.
Yes.
Okay, well, listen, everyone. I think it's time to hear from your best friend. Welcome Nate to the show. Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Okay. So how do you feel about what was just said?
Where do I start? Really, Tasha? Like 20 years? I've never, ever, first of all, we don't even like the same kind of men. Let's start there.
Okay, yeah.
You know, me and Ken, I met Ken before she even knew Ken. Ken would cut my son's hair.
Okay.
So we had each other's number. We would text, or if I needed an appointment, I would call him. So once they got together, nothing changed. I don't feel like I had to go through her when I already knew him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what was the reason?
What about for New Year's last year when he walked past, we was playing spades, you probably was too drunk, but when he walked in the room and he walked past you following him until he disappeared,
Girl,
what was that
good
about?
night.
What was that
Good night.
about?
Good
What
night.
was that
Good
about?
night. Looking at Ken, what is there to look at?
Oh, so what you trying to say?
Girl.
See, you just laughing. So
That's all I can do is laugh, Tasha, because you're a clown. You're acting like a clown because you know me better than that. We've been knowing each other since I was 13 years old.
Why you didn't come to my wedding?
I wasn't coming. After you accused me, why would I come? Why would I come to a wedding that you accused me of messing with your soon-to-be
But why would you
husband?
tell me you coming?
Did you lie and say you couldn't get to her wedding?
I was being petty.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so you're being petty. Okay, then.
Absolutely.
Okay, then. So you're saying that you could have went to her wedding?
I could have went.
But you
Most
didn't
definitely.
want to?
I didn't know. Why would I go? You had just called me a few months prior to
But
that.
I apologized.
That apology was a half-ass apology.
What did you
Just
want
like
me to
you
do?
just
Come
said
and get on my knees?
No. The same energy you gave me when you accused me is the same energy you should have came with for an apology. Don't come half-ass. No, I'm not going for that.
Okay,
No.
just like you thought I was going with you for your birthday.
That's fine, Tasha. But you letting your own insecurities get to you. Like, you know me better than that.
So, but I'm confused. If she had never done this before in your life, if she
Never.
had never given you any reason, she's not that type of person. These are your own words. Why would you think why do you think she'd want to throw away 20 years of a friendship
Please
to like
explain.
do this?
I don't know. Like I said, it could be from him cheating in the past, but I don't know.
And I was there for you when he cheated.
They was just too, for me, they was just.
I helped you investigate. So
And
I'm trying to
I need him to
understand.
investigate you and look through your phone.
Please do.
Thank you.
Please do. Because you're not going to find anything.
Okay.
Nothing at all. I even stopped taking my son to go get his hair cut from him just to make her feel comfortable, but you didn't tell them that, did you?
Oh.
Did you tell them that?
Oh.
Come on now. Don't come up here half-assing it and just making yourself look like the victim, because that's not what it is. Tell the truth.
Well, maybe if you
Tell
had
the
a man,
truth.
I wouldn't feel like how I feel.
It don't matter
And
about
then-
what I got going on.
But if she's taking steps as your friend to stop, she hears your discomfort and she's saying, you know what, I'm not even going to bring my son here. Why aren't you looking at these steps that she's taking?
Because I just don't trust him.
Victim,
and then she
like-
go through my cousin Keisha to deliver messages. We both, like, she's like the middleman between both of us. She call Keisha and tell her stuff about me, and I call when I don't want to talk to her.
Okay, and your cousin Keisha is here today with us, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. Keisha, I want to know, how do you feel being in the middle of this? What is your thoughts on this situation?
They too grown
Uh-huh.
to be acting so young.
Y'all been friends 20 years since y'all was little tiny tot 13, you know what I'm saying, popping all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, they both should be held accountable for their actions because it takes two. You tell me what you're doing, you tell me what you're doing, and what I tell y'all. Tell each other. Get me out of it.
Got it. Tisha, how has the fighting affected your relationship with both of them?
It's just separate. But we're used to being a trio. We can't trio.
Yeah.
Now I got to FaceTime separate instead of us being on the 3 call. We got to be, I'm tired of telling my life separately. I want to tell y'all together.
You just want to tell it one time. You're like, I don't got time for this.
I'm tired of talking twice.
I'm going to ask you, did you witness Nate flirting with Tasha's husband?
I wouldn't say it was flirting because
Thank you.
We, like she said, we don't like the same type of men. We
None
don't.
of us.
Like, we ain't never, ever had an incident where, oh, I think you messing with my dude. Like, none of that,
None
you
of
know?
it. Yeah.
Ain't never seen no sideline keying or no extra embraces, none of that. But like she said, it could have just been because of the past infidelity to where anybody, when you being cheated on, anybody can get it because anybody cheating with your man. So that's what it could be.
You think it's Tasha's insecurities that's bringing this all
Yes.
Because that's what you want to do.
No, I did not see any extra look.
Well, hold on. We just got a ping right now. My producer told me we have a voicemail from your husband, Kenneth. I want to see what he has to say.
Turn around for this one.
I just wanted to say, since my wife accused me of sleeping with Nene, things haven't been the same. We've been very distant, and we barely talk. I'm hoping when the truth comes out that she'll apologize to Nate.
So he's confirming that he's saying he did nothing.
They both saying it, but that don't mean I believe them.
So why isn't your husband here so we can unlock his phone?
He couldn't get off of work.
But your husband just said that your relationship has been the same since the accusations start. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, because I've been looking upside his head because I think that him and her got something going on.
But this is my thing. Why marry somebody? If this happened before y'all even went on and got married, why would you still marry him if you have these insecurities?
You just asked the question I was going to ask.
That's a good question because I love him.
Okay.
We done all been cheated on before.
You said that he cheated on you
Love ain't got nothing to do with nothing, baby.
You said he cheated on you 3 years. When you started your relationship 3 years ago, in the beginning, he cheated. How did he cheat in the beginning?
It was with a client. He was cutting, someone's son's hair, and I went through his phone, and I actually saw proof. And he took her out on a date and did. That's a whole nother story.
Got it. Okay, well, that's the button I needed. So let's go ahead, and I think it's time to unlock the phone. I want to remind everyone, Tasha, you told my Unlock the Phone investigators that you want to know 2 things. If Nay has inappropriately communicated with your husband and if Nay was at work on your wedding day. We know one of those already. She said she was not. So, unfortunately, we don't have any results because Nay refused to unlock her phone. But I do want everyone to take a look at this. My producer said they have something on security footage that they captured that they want me to see.
Okay. We'd have the phone for like an hour and a half. Oh. No?
So I don't know what's gonna come through my phone in that hour and a half that y'all lie on my phone.
That's okay.
I really miss my friend. And it hurt so bad because I know I didn't do anything wrong.
How's it make you feel that she want to look through your phone?
It hurt more because it's like, you really don't trust me.
Okay. So I understand why my producers wanted me to see what happened. You're torn up over this. So first, let's address, you didn't want to open your phone. Why?
I'm not going to give her the satisfaction.
Yeah.
You accuse me, you know me. Tasha, we've been friends for 20-something years. Like, we ain't been through the mud together.
And I apologize.
Like, that's
but it's
foul.
like when I
would never, you know how much I love you, how much I ride for you. Like, I've always had your back, and you always had mine. You have missed so many milestones within this year.
What has she missed?
Like, I've lost 3 of my grandparents back to back last year, and she wasn't there.
Did you know that?
I've been going through stuff, just life stuff, and you are usually my shoulder to lean on. I shouldn't have to go through Keisha to to vent when I should be able to come straight to you and talk.
But I apologize. What more do you want me to
Tasha,
do?
that
Why
was
do you
a
think I brought you
half-ass
here? Why do you think I
apology.
brought you here
If
to
that-
try to mend our relationship?
But the thing is that if I can be really real with you, you didn't bring her here to mend the relationship.
You wanted to see if it was true or not. You're still thinking about it.
And that's the truth. You are. If I could tell you something, and I have a pretty good discernment on these things, when I just heard you say, you came out here and you told me that the reason you thought she was cheating was because she brought her son to his barbershop and you thought they were too close. And then when I just asked you right before I was supposed to unlock the phone, I asked you, how did your husband cheat? And you say, well, he's with a client that he got with. You went to the phone. And so I don't think you've ever healed from that because your husband is still in the same position that he's in when he cheated on you. And so you projected those feelings of insecurities that you have on your partner onto her.
And it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Well, I'm going to apologize publicly. I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart. And I just want my friend back. I'm sorry.
I think that's all she needed this entire time. But I think that this is an eye-opening that you got to have some deeper conversations with your husband. There has to be a boundary you set with him to start to help you to heal. All right?
Thank you.
And then luckily you have a best friend here who I know is going to stand by your side while you're fixing that. Listen, I wish you the best of luck, all right? Seriously, and I'm glad y'all can mend this.
Thank you so
You're welcome.
much. Thank you.
All right, friends, stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
Zamira's my god sister. She got my back, I got hers, we got a tight relationship. My cousin, Jamiria, she called me up saying, oh, some stuff just went down with these people. I need you to come down and help me out with it. And I was like, all right. I took my mom's credit card to buy a bus ticket to help Jamiria fight. It was for my god sister, so I ain't sweating it.
We get into everything together, like fighting and everything else. Nadia taught me how to fight. Nobody can tell me what to do.
You're not gonna control me. I'm a whole wild child, and you definitely ain't gonna put no leash on me. And if you run up on me and my girl Jamiria, I'm gonna be waiting.
Wow. Everyone, please welcome Shannon and LaToya to the show. Thank you both for being here. I really appreciate it. I see tears are coming down your eyes. What happened? That video got you? Here, let me give you this. Let me give you that. What caught you in that video that made you emotional?
Because I don't understand why they act like this. I mean, I give Jamiria everything. Anything she asks me for, even when she don't deserve everything.
Yeah. So I want to know, did you know about this fight with Jamiria?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Jamiria, I walked up to this girl and just went to swinging on her, and I'm like, wait, stop.
So Shannon, has Nadia been in any other fights?
Yes, she fights. She's very defiant, to be quite honest with you. She puts on a good show that she's very polite and very mannered. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. But when she's out of my sights, completely different child. She fights. She gets arrested. She's just very wild. You heard her. She said she's a wild child.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell her anything.
What kind of trouble has Nadia gotten into before?
Oh, gosh. So, not once, but twice, she has stolen her grandmother's car. Right out of the driveway, 2 o'clock in the morning, she sneaks out, grabs the keys, picks up all her friends along the way. Mind you, she doesn't have a driver's license.
Got it.
So they're going, 100 miles an hour down the highway, riding, maybe about an hour and a half south of where we live to go to clubs, hang out, party on the beach.
And she's 16.
These are teenagers.
And is she skipping school?
She does. She failed last year.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay, so now she's a grade behind. What do you say to Nadia when she's acting out? I want to know.
Nadia doesn't try me. Nadia knows. I'm from the old school, and she might, that's what I said, she might do that in public and defy authority. She gets arrested. She talks back to the cops.
Oh, wow.
But she doesn't talk back to me.
Okay, well, I'm ready to meet the girls. Let's welcome Nadia and Jamira to the show.
Y'all ain't need no license to drive. You need a whole car. Why y'all playing right now?
Oh my gosh, Nadia.
Why y'all lying right now? Like,
who's lying?
Y'all are disrespectful to us. So there's no reason why y'all gotta lie because there's a whole
I'm
audience
your mother.
here.
I'm your mother. You
So
will
why you
respect
lying?
me.
Can I smoke her?
Can you what?
Can I smack her?
No.
Oh, okay.
What did she say that just made you want to smack her?
Cause you a brat.
Okay.
She a what?
A brat, and so are you.
And you are too. Thank you.
What's y'all playing at?
Jamaria, why do you feel like you have to fight?
Because I have to stand up for myself, so I'm gonna have to fight. To prove a point.
Why do you feel like you are, constantly have to stand up for yourself? What's going on?
Because people like to try me and think just because I'm little, I'm not gonna stand up for myself.
Okay.
So Jamaria gotta do what she gotta do for herself.
Got it. Nadia, why do you feel like you have to protect Jamaria?
Because that's my mini-me. That's my god sister. That's my day one. I always got her back.
And that's your day one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
These are our girls. We love them so much, and that's why we're here, because we don't want them to throw their life away.
Yeah. Why did you laugh when your mother said she doesn't want you to throw your life away?
Cause it's just funny how she changes up on people.
What do you mean she changes up?
Because we on a show, you act different now?
Nadia, you know I'm always telling you that I want your best interest at heart. I'm always telling you that I love you, that you are smart,
I know
you are
you love
beautiful.
me. I know I'm beautiful. I take after you.
So what is it? You said she changes up. What do you think? What do you mean by she changes up?
Like she act like she is so perfect, such a good little mama.
I don't claim, listen, I don't claim
What
to
did
be
she do,
that.
Nadia?
I don't know. I don't claim to be that because Nadia knows I made my mistakes and I've been honest about them. My mother has helped me with her a lot.
Okay.
And so that's why she feels like she could walk all over my mother. It's, you know, that's why she steals her car. She treats her. She treats her very badly.
So I know you said you raised them, but it sounds like your mother helped a lot with the raising.
Absolutely.
She did.
Absolutely.
Did you live with your grandmother at all?
I did for a quick minute.
Okay.
Her car was nice too.
Got it. Okay.
But the city bus is even better.
Yes.
You've been making faces the entire time. What's going on in your mind?
This one.
Because I just feel like my woman need to mind her business and stay out of Nadia's
You
and
are her
Shannon's
business.
Okay,
Why you
but
jumping in?
y'all
Let her talk. Let her talk.
But y'all don't
Let her
let us
rant.
explore enough, so that means we gotta sneak out and
these
run away,
children.
then that's what we gotta do.
Okay, so how about this? You don't gotta run. You can walk. But when you leave the house, my clothes, everything that I purchased stays. Because if you grown, then you can go buy your own clothes,
Who said
your
we gotta
own
buy it?
shoes.
Right.
All that stuff. Where you gonna get the money from?
But who said we gotta buy it? We ain't gotta buy nothing.
Y'all need
You
to shut
going to
up.
jail? Don't tell nobody to shut up.
They
You
do
going to
need to
jail?
shut
It's
up.
be quiet. You
think
going
we
to
got
jail?
I wait for the day. I wait for
No,
the
I'm
day,
not going
and
to
I'm gonna
jail.
regret the day that something really happens to y'all because we've been there, saving y'all, sparing y'all from the police.
You let me
I
have
got
it
incidents from
one
other
time from the
people.
police.
That's
Oh,
all
but
right.
this time,
One should
I'm
have been
glad you're
enough.
showing out.
Can you
because-
run?
Not really.
Oh, girl.
I can walk. I'm not scared. I can walk.
I'm
Okay,
saying
so when they
the
put you
Nadia,
in
said-
handcuffs,
said
you
that
better not call
she
me.
left you in jail?
She did for a quick minute. She
She
took
gonna-
her
she gonna
nice
be
little
left there
time to
too.
come pick me up.
You were in jail for what?
Stealing my mother's car.
Got it. Jameer,
So
I
y'all
want to know
jumped
what,
him.
Yes.
what are you upset with your mom about?
Because when we, like, sometimes I be feeling like she want to be taking her husband's side and he be dead wrong. And then when I argue with him, I'm wrong.
To be honest, I noticed that too. You take his side more than you take your own daughter's side.
Because y'all ain't supposed to be arguing with grown people.
When
You
grown
never-
people are
you are a
disrespectful,
child.
when grown
First
people,
of all,
You are a child.
grown
You cannot
people-
win against an adult.
These are parents. That is
Respect-
her. That is
no,
her stepfather.
respect is
This
earned.
is her mother.
But
I am your
respect
mother.
is earned. You
No,
can't- yes,
no,
it is.
not
You
for
You're
us.
right,
It's not.
Nadia.
No, it's
Respect
not,
is due
Nadia.
to a dog. But when you talk to somebody like
are
that, do
so
you expect for
hard-headed.
them
I
to speak to
cannot.
you in a nice
I don't
manner?
have the capacity
No.
to keep doing this. I don't.
Got it.
I really don't.
And she don't even act like this.
I don't.
She pushing
Why?
it because she
I'm
gets
so
slick
done.
with the stepdaddy and be ready to fight him. But she asked her what she did when she was 10 years old. Ask
Swing
her.
on him.
What happened at 10 years old?
When she drew her hand at me and asked her what happened.
Mom was yelling at me, and I got tired of her yelling at me. I had just came home from school, and she wanted to argue so bad. I don't even remember what I did. But all I know, the next thing I did was ball my hands up at her, and I got knocked down on the floor. But
Yup, as you should have. Yup.
Jamaria, my producers told me that your mom told a secret about you that you didn't want out there. What was that secret?
I think it was something about me. Okay, so when I grow up, I want to be a police officer, but that might not work out. So I have Plan B. Plan B is probably gonna be a stripper, but who knows?
So you told people that she wanted to be a
Aspiring
stripper?
to be great.
Yeah, I don't. Listen.
We'll probably make more cash than you do.
Both of y'all put together.
Amen.
I'm so done.
So there has been so much going on here that I've been taking notes on, that I've been witnessing and observing. I want to take a quick moment, and I'm going to have you two young ladies, if you could please go backstage.
Sure. Don't be lying now.
I will tell you something that I don't, and this is very rare for me to say this, I don't think that I can solve this issue here. I don't feel that way, because I'm very honest about being on my show of like what my even with my training and skills, there's way more going on here, but what I can do is share with you what I've been observing.
Okay.
And what I've observed is there's a lot of mimic behavior. And this is not to call either of you bad moms, because I don't think you are. I do believe that your daughters are mimicking majority of your behavior. I do believe, I'm watching how your daughter talked to you. I literally have just been watching when you talk, when you move as well. I do think, because I heard you during the break, I went over there and your mics are on, and I heard you be like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. And so when no, you don't need to apologize. Again, I'm telling you what I'm just observing, because that's all I can do for you here. And so what I do know about kids who have had issues, a lot of that is mimic behavior because of rejection, because of other things. But right now, every time they say something, you both say, quiet down, you better not, you shut up, which I understand. You're making sure you assert that I deserve respect.
Absolutely.
I get that. I'm a parent as well, but there's also something about shutting down your kids where they can't express what they're going through. And if you want me to help your kids, I have to know what they're really going through. I don't know the truth of any of this situation. I don't know what's going on. All I know is they fought, they mimicked their mother's behaviors. There's so many things.
We're their only role model, though. You have to understand, well, for me at least, because like I said, I'm a single mom, and I'm gonna keep going on that because it's really difficult to do that.
I get it.
I don't have a lot of time.
So I don't know if you know this. So I raised my two boys by myself. I was a single parent in that house. And so similar to you having two boys looking at me and mimicking my behavior, like when I was younger, like I was partying, I was wild. I've been very open about y'all. I was doing drugs. I was having the best time ever. Yeah. But one thing that happened is that when my sons got into any situations, I did not match their energy. I did not show them the same thing they were showing me. Yeah. And I'm not saying that you're not frustrated. I get exhaustion as a parent, but I also understand that you gotta model the proper behavior.
She don't want to start. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna stand up.
And she smiles the same way you smile every time you say something. She does the exact same thing.
I'm gonna stand up for her though, because you know a lot of
times. Of course, because the same way Jameer and Nadia stand up for each other. Like, of course you're gonna stand up for her. They're mimicking behavior. Of course. What I just say to y'all is the one thing that you said is you said, we got to show these girls tough love right now. And this is something I believe by as a parent and just as somebody who works in this profession. I don't believe love should ever be tough. I think that when you have little girls that are acting out or children that are acting out, love should be compassionate. Love should be patient. And love should be tolerant of saying, I got to figure out what's going on. So what I suggest to you is watch your behavior.
It has been over and over for years and years. I love my daughter through thick and thin. And that's why I don't have her rested.
I promise you, my son got on my nerves 2 nights ago, and I wanted to cuss his ass out, but I don't. So, I'm telling you, I don't say things back. I gotta
I do have that bad. Like I say, Jameer, clean up your room. That nice stuff don't work.
It does.
And it's not just with her.
I didn't tell you to be nice. Like, I'm not some parent that tells you to get rolled over on. Like, there's so many times. My son has been on this stage, and he has told everybody how strict I am. But there's a difference between being nice and getting rolled over, and also understanding that in a moment when a child is being resisted, there's usually a deeper issue. But I want to go talk to your daughters really quickly. I do appreciate y'all very much. Again, I don't think y'all are bad moms, but I do think that you have to watch your behavior because it's being mimicked. I will tell you that much. Seriously.
I'm going to go talk to your daughters real quick.
How you doing?
I'm good. Did y'all hear what I said to y'all moms? I
You made my mama cry.
I know. It wasn't my intention to make her cry. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna just tell you the same thing she's already heard. That I don't think y'all are bad girls at all. I see the toughness. I see your strength. I actually think those are positive qualities that you have. And I actually don't think either of y'all. I think y'all are in a space right now where something else has gone on. Like you heard me just say to your mom, they've been shutting y'all down. I didn't get any clarity on these stories. You're fighting for a reason. And I don't think that reason is just because you're bad. It's because there's something else that you need to express, that you need to get through, that you need to heal from. You as well. You as well. Like, y'all are both beautiful young women, and I can also tell the way you articulate yourselves, y'all are smart. That strength could make y'all CEOs and bosses. But right now, there's something else that has happened in your past, and you might not identify it now, that's making y'all feel like y'all gotta fight the world and y'all gotta be tough. And I'm sorry that you're going through that.
What I think my mom don't get is like, I have to respect everyone. No, respect is earned. Adult, child, it's earned.
Let me let you know, I 1000% agree with you. And I believe the same thing comes when it comes to parents and child relationship.
Exactly.
What I mimic to my child is what I get back. And so if I want you to respect me, I need to respect you as well. And that doesn't mean that I'm gonna let my child run over me, but I also believe that there's something about listening to them, letting them express themselves. Again.
For sure.
So I see you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm gonna wish y'all the best of luck. I think y'all gonna be dope. All right? Y'all wanna come see y'all moms? Y'all can come back out there. And this time, I'm trying not to mimic their behavior. Anything y'all wanna say to each other before I go? Because I know you're crying. We're out of time, but I'm gonna follow up with y'all and give y'all some resources. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all, thank y'all. I got y'all. All right, so tell me, why do you think your girlfriend is cheating on you?
I had went out with a couple of friends across the water. Went and got some drinks, got drunk. It started getting later and later and later, so I called her. I'm like, yo, can you, like, Sade, can you come get me? She like, Jalen, you have the car keys. And I'm like, so after that, finally, she kept calling like, where you at, where you at? So when I finally get a ride home, to the car, as I walk through the door, she get up, she started getting ready, so I walk through the door. My daughter, she grabbed my hand, I walk around the room to get her dressed. I'm like, Daddy, my mama, she was in the room kissing the boy.
Your daughter said this?
Yes, I'm like, she what?
Yeah.
In the room kissing the boy.
How old is your daughter at this point?
She was 3.
3 years old, okay.
But I'm like, so what's she kissing at? She grabbed me, walked me in the room, pointed by the window. So I looked at her, I'm like,
you hear what your daughter's saying?
You hear this, right?
Yeah.
All right, so she's like, boy, ain't nobody trying to hear that. She ain't nothing but a child. So I'm like, all right, never mind, let it go. So then the part where the family member came in at, like a couple days later, we all talking about, you know what I'm saying, getting caught up before. So he like, yeah, man, I was at the girl house one of my sneaker links house one time.
It's your brother?
Yeah, and he like, the girl daughter walked in the quarters and started crying. I'm like, hold on.
This sound like what my daughter just told me.
It sound like something my daughter just told. So I'm like, I'm in my head like, nah, it's my brother. Like, nah, it won't be like that. But then I'm like, I know what I did in the past. I done went out and had a whole nother female, got a whole nother female pregnant. She actually had the baby. So it's like.
Wow, in this relationship with Sade?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So it's like, anything is possible at this point.
Yeah.
I decided to ask, like, yo, you ever slept with, you know what I'm saying, my brother, anything? She's like, jumped off, no. Why would I want to sleep with somebody with the little I'm like, how would you know that?
Oh, so she's making reference to his genitalias.
Yeah.
And saying, why would I want to sleep with somebody who got this size genitalia?
Yeah, and I'm like, how you know that? Well, he slept with some of my friends, and I'm like, but how do you personally know that? Like,
I understand. I understand the suspicion. So what was interesting is you paid for a lie detector tests to see if she was lying. What happened?
When we went, the dude, we was late to the test, first of all, because we was yard traffic. So as you can see, you know what I'm saying, like, the questions that was asked about my brother, like, you got -2s in them questions, you know, on a -2, like, I mean, you got a deception on.
So you don't believe the results because you think maybe, like, this person was conspiring with her? Like, what do you think? Do you think that?
I asked him, but then once he said nah, I just, like, kind of let it go because it was already, like.
But your mind is set that these results aren't right?
Could be, couldn't be.
So that's why you want me to unlock the phone.
Unlock the phone.
Got
exactly.
it. Because
Come on,
now
get
you know that we'll find the truth.
We'll
get the evidence.
Get me right.
That makes sense. So my question is, and I gotta ask this, you said before that you had a discretion in the past. Have you ever cheated on her again?
Yeah.
You have?
I ain't even gonna lie, yeah.
How many times do you think you cheated on her?
Oh, man.
Not that many.
I wouldn't say, like, all of them was sexually cheating, so it was like more sort of like verbally.
So so emotional
sexually,
cheating.
emotionally, yeah. 'Cause
And
it's like
but some
when you in a
sexual.
relationship and you got somebody that always want to kick you out.
I understand. So she says you got other girls pregnant in the past. I know you said that you got the one. How many girls in the past have you gotten pregnant?
The one I got the baby with now, and I had got another one pregnant, but she actually got rid of her.
So it was 2 and 1 actually had the baby?
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all been together for 9 years?
Yeah.
And so in that 9 years, how many kids y'all have?
I got 3 with her and 2 with somebody, but the one of them was before her. My last daughter that I had was with the other one.
Got it. Okay then.
The other 3 with her.
So hearing all of this about the cheating and the emotional and sexual cheating, you had a baby out of it. Do you still want to be in a relationship with her?
Nah, I don't know.
Well, let's see what Sade has to say about all this. So Sade, come on up. Have you cheated with his family members?
Never.
His friends?
Never.
So why do you think he thinks that from your point of view?
I don't know.
Okay. Because he told me about your daughter saying, mommy's kissing somebody upstairs.
Yes, that part, when I said I do not know what my daughter was talking about, because I texted him around 1 something, he never responded back. So I went to, the kids went to sleep, so I had went to sleep too. I put the baby to sleep and I went to sleep.
Yeah.
End up, right like 3 o'clock in the morning, he calls me, he was like, Sade, come get me. But, once you already had so many drunk calls like that before, you think it's something about to go the wrong way or whatever the case may be. So I heard like females and everything in the background, and
But I told you who the females was.
And
I told you
and
who
it
the
makes
females
of,
was.
I'm not saying anything about that. And it makes of him stating that he basically was like, I was like, Jalen, you got the car or whatever. He was like, go hang up, say, oh, this bitch go say I got the car. So when he said that, I'm looking like, okay, I'm not even about to, interact with him, argue with him.
You said that?
I put the phone down.
You did say that?
I did. Yeah, I said it.
I put the phone down and I went back to sleep. When the next day came, I woke up like around, I could say about 10, because my friend was actually calling about him. So I'm thinking something that happened because he did not come home.
Mm-hmm.
So when we actually got on the phone, she just telling me what she was calling for. And I'm like, oh, well, he's not here, whatever, try to call him.
I always worry about what I'm doing. I could be anywhere. Her friends always worry about what I'm doing.
You put on the show for him.
I put on a show for him.
Well, she said that your friends cause a lot of suspicious too.
I don't see how.
How does your friends cause suspicion?
She wouldn't know, because let me tell you, she wouldn't know because we don't club together.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm out at the club, her friends would be behind the scenes recording me, doing all that, sending it to her. Oh, girl, we got him. When my friends see her out, they don't say nothing to her. They don't bother her with nothing. They want to record me. They want to fight me because I'm talking to another female.
They're females.
But that makes sense, though. Because you didn't just say, and I'm being fair here, I'm not taking nobody's side. You didn't say, well, I'm at the club and I'm dancing. You just admitted, I'm talking to another female. So why wouldn't her friends record you and want to fight you? That makes complete sense to me. If I'm out and my partner's friends watch me talking to somebody else and I'm doing stuff, they're going to be like, look what your man doing. But those are your words. You said you were another girl.
You're right, but the same thing is I knew people before I knew her.
Okay, so you're saying
they don't know
you're
everybody.
saying these are not romantic. You're saying
no. It be body language. All up on him, hugging around him. He got his hand around her. It's body language. Everybody knows body language.
Nah, that ain't
and
true.
when he drinks, he gets a little loose, and he gets sloppy. Yes.
You shady for that.
Not
the wiggle with it. Not the wiggle.
All right, but it's like, okay, like, when my friends see her, it's always, what's up, Sade? Yeah. Even if they see her talking to another male, they don't just automatic. They mind their business.
Is she on these other men though? Like with body language?
I was told before one time that she was in the club kissing on somebody she used to mess with.
Oh, okay. So both of your friends.
And he waited to tell me that because he was like, I ain't want to tell you because I ain't want to start nothing, but I see what she doing to you, so it's like, know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I'm gonna ask you this: you have 3 children together. Is he a good father?
Yes, he's a perfect father.
Excellent father. Great, that's good. So if we're hearing, and this is a sincere question, that he's cheated in the past, he's had 3 pregnancies, 1 resulted in the child being born, why do you stay with him?
Because this time when we actually sat and talked to each other, he was
basically... Nobody else to have me?
Whatever. When we actually sat and talked to each other, he, did explain that he was going to come back and do what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
And I'm not going to fault him, he did.
Okay.
It just came in when my daughter came and told him that, The rest just came from I don't know where.
And how long ago was that?
March.
March. So since March, the speculations have come back.
Since March has been hell.
Okay.
But can you blame him for why question?
No, if my daughter told me if my son told me the person I'm talking to or my partner is upstairs with somebody else, it's always going to be a seed of doubt. So it makes complete sense.
She walked me to the room.
To the room, yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, we unlock both of your phones. What do you think we'll find? Do you think we'll find out he's cheating still?
He probably, I figure he is.
Why though? Why?
Your insecurities.
Why?
Your insecurities.
And your mouth.
What will you do if we find out he is cheating? What does that mean? I don't know what
Nah.
means. Does that mean you're going to leave him?
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know why I don't believe you.
Oh, no.
Do y'all believe her? All right, if you believe that if she sees something on the phone, she'll leave, clap. That's 3 people.
No, you need to clap.
Okay, so I think it's time to unlock these phones and get the truth of this matter. All right, so we checked Sade's texts, her calls, DMs, because Jalen, you have some specific questions. Jalen, you want to know if Sade is texting with 3 specific people. My Unlock the Phone investigator checked her text message and found she is telling the truth. She is not in communication with any of those people at all. Jalen, you want to know if Sade is calling the 3 men in question. Sade says she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator checked her call logs, past and present, and found she's telling the truth. There's no calls as well. Jalen, you want to know if Sade is messaging other guys via Instagram and Facebook. Sade says she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator checked her DMs and found she is telling the truth. We went through her entire phone and we're looking for anything that could be suspicious, and your woman is not doing anything but loving you. All right, well, Jalen, it's time for your results. Are you ready? We all know that she was clear. We checked your DMs, your photos, your texts. Sade, you have some very specific questions as well. Sade, you want to know if Jalen is exchanging DMs with any other woman. Jalen says he is not.
He is.
My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his DMs and found that currently he is telling the truth. Sade, you also want to know if Jalen has photos of other women in his phone. Jalen says no. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his phone and found that he is not telling the truth. He has 15 photos and videos of different women in his phone. One is sexually explicit and one of him dancing with another girl.
Mm-hmm. That's the one I caught, but when his daughter actually had the phone, and she walked it to me. And as I seen it, but I handed him back the phone, and I asked
This
him.
is the dancing photo with the girl?
Mm-mm.
Oh, these are sexually explicit photos?
Uh-huh, panties and bras.
Okay. So you've seen one of them, but you didn't see the rest of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then. Well, Sade, you also want to know if Jalen is texting other women. Jalen says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his text and found that he is not telling the truth. We found text conversations with 3 different women, one of which he says he wants to be in a relationship with her. Can you please pass me the evidence back? This is very telling. So I'm gonna show you this message because the thing here is it says, yeah, you're right. I really love the fact that you understand because it's not easy for me to walk away from this 10-year relationship. But, and he just keeps going on about the relationship they have. So you're talking to another woman and wanting to get out of this relationship.
Well, he out of it.
There you go.
That ain't me.
That's not you?
That ain't me. That ain't me. You heard she said my daughter had my phone, right?
Let me tell you, if your daughter is texting like this, we got a big issue. I mean, let me be real. Jalen, you turned this relationship to a game and you just played yourself.
I take that.
You did. The fact of the matter is now you know she wasn't doing anything. You've been doing a lot of these actions of trying to check up on her because, as we all know, guilty conscious. So you've been doing your thing. You're talking to other people. You've had relationships. You've had tons of indiscretions.
I mean, but can you blame me though? You know what she tell me?
I can't blame you.
Nah, you know what she tell me.
I can't blame you.
Do you know what she tell me though?
What?
go talk to another female. I don't care. Get out. I don't care. I
Do
get
you-
tired.
do you
I
mean that?
get tired of hearing it.
When you constantly keep hearing that you're messing with somebody's brother or you're messing with somebody's friend, it just to the point it's just like a buzzing bee that's just sitting in your ear. You just like, just go. Like,
So this
if
the
you go
thing.
mess with
So-
somebody, go ahead.
Both of y'all have grown apart a long time ago. You should have said to her a long time ago, you know what? I am young and I'm not ready for a monogamous relationship. So I asked you before if we found anything, are you going to stay? And
Mm-mm.
you're
No,
done.
sir.
You're done now. I pray that's the truth. Y'all are young and you still have a chance to actually be honest with yourself, with each other, and find people who are going to love y'all the way y'all deserve to be loved. You got your answers, and I really hope y'all stick to this and break up from this relationship. Wish y'all the best of luck.
Thank
really,
you.
I really do.
My daughter is a narcissist and a pathological liar. She making up lies about me and everybody else. You smoking weed, you drinking, and then she even lie about that. She tells people I starved her, beat her. People think I'm an abusive mother. None of that's true. We have a strained relationship to the point I feel like I just hate her. I can't take this no more.
That's why nobody wants a relationship with you.
Toriana, thank you for being here. Everyone, welcome Toriana to the show. So we were watching that together, and I saw that you immediately had a reaction. What was going through your mind when you were listening to your mom say that?
That's one of my traumas that hurts me the most.
Yeah.
That's one of my traumas that hurts me the most. He wasn't even there. I had a miscarriage and I dealt with that alone.
Yeah.
You wasn't even there. You calling me a liar. I'm 21, I can drink, I can smoke weed. It's how I keep myself sane. How I hold myself.
Yeah.
So I don't lash out, so I don't blank. And you sit here and you call the show to try to build a relationship. It's been 21 years. 21 years. You haven't had me since I was 7. Since I was 7. And you left me home. You left me home every day with 4 other kids so you can be young and do what you want to do. You starved us when you was mad at us. You beat us. Oh, you didn't burn me with the iron? Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. You don't remember putting the iron on my arm because I couldn't find grease for my little sister hair and my granddad came and wrapped my arm up that day? You don't remember that? You don't remember choking me, throwing me down the flight of stairs and I blacked out, had no memory of doing that? You don't remember hitting my brother in the nose with a bat? You don't remember hitting my sister and throwing her against a glass table, busting her head open, and we sitting in a hospital room and she getting staples in her head?
So that's what got you when she, on top of everything, when she called you a liar in this.
Yeah.
It seems as if.
I gotta lie on you for why is DSS involved? Why is it involved? People just lying on you. People just making up on you. I got taken away the first time when I was 4. They give you the benefit of the doubt to give me back to you, and then take me away again. Take all of us when I was 7. Then we all split up. We have to find each other. You didn't come searching for me. You only cared about them.
Was she drinking and doing drugs during this
My
time?
mom, yeah, when she hit my brother in the nose that time, she was drunk that time. She didn't even remember how my brother started bleeding. She said it out of her mouth. She literally said, "Who's bleeding?" Like, we all said, "My brother." Like, you didn't remember hitting him in the nose? She don't want to take accountability. She lives in this world where all her children lied on her. You just delusional. You don't want to believe nothing. You don't want to confess to it. That's my big thing. It ain't about the relationship. It's about standing in your truth, because at the end of the day, whether you're here, whether you're gone, you got to sit in front of God, and he's going to ask you about those times, and you got to stand in that truth.
Do you want a relationship with your mom?
Yeah, because I'm willing to break that generational curse.
Got it. Okay. So what do you need? What do you need from your mom today to move forward?
Stop telling my business.
Stop telling your business.
Stop lying. Stop trying to make it seem like somebody just trying to portray you as a horrible mother,
So you need her to
because I'm
admit.
not.
You need her to admit.
Yes.
Got it.
At the end of the day, I don't care about nobody out here, Toriana. Do you understand me? Do you understand? No, first of all, you had your fame, right? That's what you wanted. So let me say what I gotta say. Okay, but the way I knew you was gonna lie, Toriana, but I ain't know you was gonna lie like this. I ain't know you was gonna lie like this, Toriana. I ain't know you was gonna lie like this. And I left a lot of stuff out on the strip because I care about you. But first of all, you telling people I burnt you with an iron when I do that?
You did. When I was
First
a
of
little
all-
girl, you was greasing my sister's hair. You said, can you get that grease out the bin for me? And I said, where's the grease? You told me the bin. I looked in the bin, couldn't find the bin. You said, come here. Took the iron that was on the iron burner and put it right on my arm.
Let me tell you.
Did you? Put that on everything. Put that on my granddad. You didn't do that.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Karamo, you better get her before I get her. Because I don't care about none of these cameras.
That's the thing.
The way she's lying, the way Toriana is lying is crazy.
What you so afraid of?
It's crazy.
But hold on, so-
First of all, y'all let her talk, so it's my turn now.
I would love to hear your point of view. I would love to hear your point of view.
But the way, I'm not trying to get rowdy and make a scene, but at the end of the day, I called the show.
I understand.
I called the show. I hit her up because I care about my
who want the
daughter.
fame? Why would I
Because
get on
y'all
camera and
let
make
her
a
say
fool
what
of
she
myself?
say. Now I'm gonna say what I got to say.
I wanna
because
hear
I'm
it.
telling you, I don't care nothing about these
Take a
cameras
seat
on
from me.
here.
Take a seat from me. Let me hear what you got to say, though.
It's crazy.
If you want to tell me what you have to say.
I hit the show up.
Okay.
Okay? Because I was really sitting there thinking, at first I had got to a point like, you know what, she older, I don't care, she disrespectful, whatever, I don't apologize.
When was the last time you saw her?
Saw who?
Her. This is.
Almost 5 years ago because it was COVID and we video chat a couple times.
So the last time y'all seen each other in
Yeah.
person is 5 years
Yep,
ago.
almost 5 years
This
ago.
is the first time today.
Yep.
Okay. And you are 21.
Mm-hmm.
So you were a teenager last time you saw each other.
I was in high school.
High school. Okay. I spent over a decade working in social services.
Right.
So you said that none of your kids are with you, that they were removed from
Right.
the house. So what was the conditions and why they removed them from the house?
Okay, May 2009, I went out of town to go see my grandmother. I had never left my kids, never been nowhere. I had people in my house that had been around my kids since they was little. Fast forward, went out of town. Like a day later, I get a call from the ACS worker telling me, oh, your son, and my son was like 6 at the time, I think. My son had walked to school by himself and a stranger picked him up. Down south, you have to be supervised to get on the bus down there. But because of that, I had got a CPS case. Right around this time when they was doing the investigation, my mother asked could she take the kids. And even though I was in foster care and I had history with my mother, I trusted her enough. One of the stipulations was she wasn't supposed to have them around my cousin. They called me and said, listen, we specifically told your mother not to have them around the kid, your
Around his
cousin.
cousin.
Do you want your kids in a foster home or do you want them with their father? They had already already gathered them up. My mother already told them that I left my kids for some man on the internet, knowing that I went to go see her mother. I came back down south. We went to court. They was just saying, they told me prior to this, like, you're not gonna get your kids back today. So I'm like, well, how am I gonna get my kids? They said you have to hire a lawyer and go into court. All they lawyers.
So the problem that I'm having with the story, just from working in this
Right.
field, is that normally, if you've gotten to the place of a court case,
Right.
that means there has had to been some signs of neglect and abuse for them to take it that far. And I understand the neglect part when your son
Right.
was caught on the street.
Right.
And I understand that maybe there could have also been signs of abuse from with from with this person being around. But at that point, they would have given the kids back to you unless there was more.
I'm telling you the truth. If I wish that I could show y'all all the GoFunds, emails, everything, me trying to contact lawyers to get my kids.
I got it.
This is the truth. I'm not lying.
So what happened during that time?
Karamo.
Did they discover more neglect or
Karamo,
abuse?
let me tell you something. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I ain't had no ACS case, CPS cases or nothing. Toriana got taken away from me when she was 2 years old.
And what happened during that time?
Toriana, she went to go live with her father. Some things happened. She ended up in a group home. And so when she got a certain age, she was able to make her own choice where she wanted to live. Around this time, my children's father had got killed. And I ended up going back down south, but to try to get my other kids back. But at the time, Toriana was living with somebody, and she felt like, you know,
No,
she didn't
the
have
problem
to...
was you didn't want us to have a mother and daughter relationship. You was afraid that me and her was building that mother and daughter relationship, that you stepped in between that and broke it up. Because
First of all,
that's the truth. That's not what we're talking
I've been
about.
around. Let's go.
No, you haven't.
That's
No,
one
you
of the
haven't.
reasons.
No, you
Since
haven't.
you want to say
No,
I'm a
you
liar,
haven't.
we're
No,
going to
you
talk about
haven't.
everything.
No, you
Shamira, I'm
haven't.
gonna ask you
And
this.
my child
If you
don't have
ca-
nothing to do with this
If
at
you
all.
called the show asking,
What the
called the show asking to repair.
You're sick.
No, you're sick.
You're
I'm about to
using
snatch
your
you by the hair.
trauma. Do
You're
it.
sick.
Do it.
Toriana, don't play
Show
with me.
them how you
Because
really
I'm going to go to jail
Show
today.
them. Show them.
No,
Go ahead,
show them how you got somebody else robbed. Show them how you got somebody else robbed. That's why don't nobody want to with you. Show them how you somebody.
Show them how you
Toriana,
none of your kids, none of your kids want to be with
Toriana,
you.
I'm not worried
That's why
about
you're
none of that. I
That's
ain't worried
why
about
you're
none of
mad.
that.
That's
I'm
why
not
you're mad.
worried
And
about
you're
none
gonna
of
die
that.
old miserable with another relationship with none of your kids because you're acting just like that. You're never gonna change.
Toriana,
That's your problem.
Toriana,
You're never gonna change. You're
Toriana.
never gonna change.
Toriana,
You're
I'm
never
gonna
gonna
I'm
change.
gonna take 5 minutes. If you can just step back.
Yeah, she got to step back. I'm telling you.
That's a
Toriana,
threat?
go ahead.
That's a threat?
You doing this
That's
for
a
the
threat?
camera?
No, you're doing it for the camera. You're the one getting
Toriana,
loud
go
and
ahead.
rowdy with me.
I'm telling y'all.
I'm telling
Y'all
you.
better get
I'm
her.
not worried about
Y'all better
shit
get
you're
her.
doing. I'm not
Toriana,
worried
go
about
ahead.
what you're doing.
Toriana, go
Show
ahead.
them how you get.
Toriana, go
Show
ahead.
them how you get.
Go ahead.
Show them how you get.
Toriana, go ahead.
Yo,
Go
wicked
ahead,
ass, you
Toriana.
wicked old miserable
Toriana, go
bitch.
ahead.
That's
Go
why
ahead.
God will never
Go
do good
ahead.
for you,
Go
bitch.
ahead.
That's why
Go
God will
ahead.
never
Go
bless
ahead,
you.
Toriana.
That's
Go
why
ahead.
God will never
Go
bless
ahead.
your ass.
Go ahead, you lying
stupid
little bitch.
I don't
Go
give a
ahead.
fuck.
Go ahead.
I don't care.
Go ahead.
I don't
Go
care.
ahead.
I don't give a fuck about TV.
Okay, yes,
This
you do.
real life.
Yes, you do.
This my
Yes, you
trauma.
do.
This
Go
my
ahead.
trauma.
Okay.
This the I've been through.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
speaking for me and my five other siblings.
Toriana,
Bitch. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
I'm not gonna engage.
Bitch.
Yeah. You need to protect yours.
I'm done. I'm done.
You don't need to be
That's
back
it.
in there.
Because y'all
Go
really
back
trying
to
to
your
play the
dressing
out of me
room. Go
on
back to
here,
your
yo.
dressing room.
I'm done. Not doing this. I'm ready to leave. Y'all really tried to play the out of me. Y'all knew exactly what the y'all was doing.
Let me tell you something. If I would have known, because I try to see the best in people, and one of the things that I do on the stage is like either we're going to come here to heal or either you're not coming here at all. We're not going to do this. And I am so sorry, so sorry that she got brought on this stage to do this to you. What you went through was real. She had no right to call you a liar.
Some type of resolution to it. That's the thing. I don't just walk around with just hate. I actually
I can
wanted
tell.
it to be
I
some
know.
type of bond.
That's why you showed up. I know. That's why you showed up. But she's not in a space to do that. Her motives for coming here was to make herself feel
Look
better.
like the victim.
Yeah, that's what was her motives, and I caught that immediately. You are an amazing young woman, and I am so sorry for everything that happened to you. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you to bridge some relationship with your mother, but she's not ready. And if she's not ready, you don't deserve to be in the crossfires or whatever she's going through. You hear me? Give me a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you sweet thing. I'm so sorry.
I love my daughter. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I ain't coming on here to try to humiliate her or try to make her look bad. You're not gonna keep running with this narrative like, oh, I abused my kids. I just left my kids. Toriana, no. Y'all got me though.
I'm confused, and I'm being sincere.
Right.
I'm confused. How do you think we got you? Because I've been trying to stay calm with you out there. You invited us to this party. You invited us and to set the table.
Right.
And then you the one who flipped the table.
I flipped the table?
Yes, ma'am.
Karamo.
The fact that y'all started going off.
Right.
And the fact that you said you came here for a relationship, I gotta tell you, and it's just honest.
Okay.
You gotta be able to one day look at your own, we all gotta take responsibility for our actions.
Of course.
In this moment, the responsibility of how this went was on you.
Wow. But I really did not do that.
I didn't tell you I wanted you to admit.
No, you said she wanted me to
Yeah,
admit.
and I didn't say that you had to. What I'm saying is that you have to at least be able to hear her. She's a child.
I heard her.
You didn't hear nothing. All you did was came out and started screaming at her.
I heard her.
You came out here and started defending.
Backstage,
You
I
heard her,
her.
but you didn't really hear her. You started defending immediately. You
Wow.
started defending. You started defending. What I wish for you is because you had a daughter who was here and really wanted to try to figure out something.
Right.
You wanted something, and you took the relationship even back. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Your actions took it back. No matter what happened in the past, here on this stage today, you broke it. You took it back. So no matter what happens in the past where you say that was her truth or not truth, the truth of the matter is today on this stage, you broke it. You broke your daughter's relationship. You broke the relationship you could have built. You did it, and I watched it.
Okay.
And I just hope that after you leave here, you reflect on how you reacted, because that reaction is what caused a chain of reactions that didn't need to happen. I really do wish you the best of luck, but she shouldn't have come here today. If you weren't really ready to listen to her and talk to her, you shouldn't have invited your daughter here today, because what you just did is you triggered a little girl.
Wow, so it's my fault. Okay.
Yes, today is your fault.
Okay.
I wish you the best of luck. Good luck. That was a waste of all of our time. Because that little girl came here and she wanted to do this with her mom. She wanted, and her mother is still so belligerent, and that's the word, that she could not even see that her daughter was trying. She wanted to fight, and it's like, why are you gonna waste my time? Why are you gonna re-trigger your daughter? Why are you gonna waste all of us' time? You just wasted America's time for no reason. Until she stops fighting with and starts trying to fight for each other, they're never gonna have a relationship, and that's just the truth of it. So listen, everybody at home, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.
So basically, Karamo, I didn't even find out that my dad was with her until I was on social media one day. And mind you, me and my dad follow each other on TikTok.
Okay.
So boom, I'm looking on TikTok, and then I see this video, and excuse my French, but they had made a song talking about they each other. So in my head, I'm like, this ain't real. Like, that's not my dad.
That's not real, yeah.
So I started getting heated. I'm like, what the? And then boom, my dad, he lives in Georgia. I live in Florida.
Okay.
So he had told me to pull up on him. So I pull up, and I get in the car, and the bitch didn't even say hi to me, first of all. So my dad had to speak for her. And I was like, okay, first, that was the first red flag. So I'm like, all right, I already don't with her. After that, she gonna send me a paragraph basically saying, oh, like I know how you feel, woot the woot. Basically talking about how she's in love with my dad, like, and not to feel any type of way about it. And at the end of the day, we in the same generation. You feel me? I already know what type of game.
Apart.
Right. I already know what type of game she's trying to play. But she's not about to play with my dad. You feel me?
Okay, got it. So you believe she is using your dad?
Yeah.
What has she gotten
definitely.
so far to make you feel that way?
Because my dad told me that she was homeless or whatever, and my dad always taking in the homeless, so I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up another one.
Okay, and Lee sent you a text message. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I definitely think about how you feel, and I'm not asking you to like me. I just want you to know it was never about age between me and your dad. Actually, before I even knew his age, I knew I was in love with him. I knew he had kids when I met him. He just didn't tell me the ages yet. When I found out he had a 20-year-old daughter, I definitely didn't want to go through with the relationship because I knew it was going to be like this. He insisted on continuing it, so I apologize if I don't seem like I care. I respect how you feel. That's a very nice message.
I guess.
Why you guess?
Because at the end of the day, Karamo, it's like, that's my dad. You feel me? Like, regardless of this paragraph or whatever she's telling me, at the end of the day, I already know what's up.
Okay.
And she stay in Atlanta. Like, there's plenty of white men to throw some money and help her out. You feel me? So it's just like, bitch, that's my dad. Like, why do you want him?
Why white men get a bullet? Y'all saw that? They got a bullet, but no, bullet, done. All right, well, this relationship between Robert and Lee upsets you.
Yes, it does.
And when you tell him it upsets you, what does he say?
He just be like, oh, Callisto, I'm in love with her. Like, I can't control who I love. To me, that sounds like...
Well, Callisto's dad, Robert, is here, and we're going to bring him out in one moment. But first, let's hear what his girlfriend Lee had to say. Everyone, please welcome Lee to the show.
Just to clear the air, I wasn't homeless when I met your dad. That's completely wrong.
Okay, so why do you live with him?
We were, after the club, we hung out, chilled. He told me to come back to his place, so we never separated. We just been together since the beginning. And even when we started, he was actually in another relationship before we even did anything. When everything was going on, I really didn't want to be with your dad in the beginning because of how he did me in the beginning of the relationship. Yeah, I knew. Yeah. Yeah, I knew he had a girlfriend or whatever the case may be, but it's like he was telling me different things, and then it's just crazy.
Got it. How does it feel when Calista says that you're using her dad, though?
You don't know me. You haven't been around me. We haven't had no, like this. We haven't done this before, so,
You don't even know what to say because you know you're using him.
I'm not using him though. You can't. You don't know me. You've never been around me. It came to a point where I had to drop everything because he got evicted from his spot when I moved in. It was like, that was my birthday in August. That was my birthday. I was out in his lawn helping pick up my from his lawn when it was raining and all types of my all in bags. And I had to, at a point, I didn't want to say this, but I had to go strip to keep us in a roof. Because he wasn't comfortable with getting a regular job because it's been so long for him.
Got it. How long have you two been together?
Almost a year now.
1 year, okay. So this
At the end
is
of
long
the day,
term.
nobody asked you to do that, though.
You didn't have to ask. That's just the type of person I am, though.
But hearing her say that, like, they were evicted and that she actually had to find a job where she could support them, does that make you still feel like she's using him?
Yeah, because, so what does that mean? What does that have to do with anything?
And did he propose to you?
He has asked me to marry him, yes.
Okay. Did you know that?
That's the first time I'm even find this out, Karamo.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know they was about to get married. First you're already a little girl. Now you telling me y'all about to get married, but you can't even take care of your own daughter? Like, I don't get that.
Okay.
From my understanding, I can't really speak too much on it, but when he was trying to be in your life, it's like you didn't even want him to be in your life. And you can't use but that's what, I'm just saying, that's what I just said. I can't really say too much on it, but from what I'm getting brought into, that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel about it.
Lee, are you concerned about the 20-year age difference?
Somewhat, but not really.
Not really?
No.
Why not really, though? Like, why does
It's just something I've always done. I've always been with somebody older than me.
Do you call your father Dad or Robert?
I call him Robert because after I found out about them two, it's like, until you act like a father, I'm not going to call you Dad. You feel me? Like, that's just how I feel, honestly.
Do you call him as a pet name Daddy?
Yeah, because what do you call him? Because I know I don't even call him Dad. So what do you call him?
Daddy.
Okay.
Babe. Okay. Baby.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to bring out Robert or Daddy and hear what he has to say about all this. So, Robert, come on out. Why did she have to find out about the relationship on TikTok? Why didn't you just communicate with her like I'm in a relationship and I'm happy?
Right, like why am I the first daughter at that? Your first child, and you can't even have the common decency to let me know, regardless if we talk or not?
Because Callista's mad disrespectful.
So I gotta say one thing. Lee, I actually do respect the fact that you sent that message.
Exactly. It was just a respect thing. Like,
yeah,
it was
I
nothing
understand.
more, nothing
I understand
less.
her point of view, and I understand your mother's frustration and anger and where that's coming from and how that's causing more tension in this. But what she was trying to do, what she didn't have to do, was trying to at least acknowledge, like, I understand this is awkward for you. I understand our same age, and I think it was actually a very mature thing for her to do to show respect that she didn't have to do, and I appreciate you doing that because it shows your character. So thank you for being here. I want to talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah, get out. And I don't know why you gonna kiss him away. I don't want to see her again. Like real drama.
Well, the thing is, unfortunately, that's not a decision you can make or I can make. Your father is the only person who can make that decision if he's in a relationship with her. But at the end of the day, the reason I asked her to leave is because I didn't need her out here in the first place, because this is about you two. This is about a daughter who, you, out of your own mouth, felt abandoned, felt disrespected by her father leaving, was in a hard situation with her mother. The mother has feelings of anger. And unfortunately, when we're in relationships, those, especially our oldest, they pick up on like what it is, because you in the house, being the oldest, I'm almost sure, had to then become the protector of your mom. But that's not your fault. What is the fault is from you, because once you started picking up those feelings, Dad should have been right there to say, no, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry that I wasn't there to tell you that I still love you, to tell you that I am there to support you. I'm gonna ask you right now, what do you need from your dad?
I need you to be there for me. You already missed hella years. You can't take them back. Nobody can go back in the past. But if you're going to be here now in my life, I'm going to give you an ultimatum. It's either you with me and you leave her, or you go with her and you never speak to me again.
So hold on, let me tell you this really quickly, because I'm going to respond for you for this. I'm going to respond for you in this moment. Because if you respond,
it's going to seem more like rejection. It is not fair for you to make an ultimatum to your father in that way. And the reason being is because what you just said are not your own feelings. Those are your mother's feelings. But what she can, and she's right for, is that I can understand completely how it would feel, and I want you to put her in your shoes, and yourself in her shoes. My father was not there for me between the ages of 13 and 19. Critical ages for a young woman.
Critical.
And even out of your mouth, you flippantly made a joke that like, well, you know, she over here mad because I'm teaching this young girl how to drive. Like those jokes, like, in your mind might be fun, but for her, she did miss out on dad teaching her how to drive.
Yeah.
And she did miss out on everything else. And so she has the right to be fully pissed about the fact that, like, you got somebody who's almost my age. It's not about Lee. It's about the fact that she's saying, Dad, you didn't give me what I deserved. Can you talk to your daughter about that?
I'm not going to take your ultimatum. Obviously, you know that I'm a very stubborn, selfish person. You know me.
Trust,
Okay,
I know.
so I'm definitely gonna stay with Lee, okay, because she makes me happy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah. I gotta tell you this. I was trying to help you to understand that bringing up Lee or any of these things, I was trying to model and give you the tools. See, what you need to understand is that your daughter sees that you're capable of giving love because you're giving it to love to a girl that's almost the same age.
Correct.
She needs her father to say, no matter who else I'm loving, I'm always going to love you. No matter if I'm with her, I'm gonna make sure you're a priority. I'm gonna make sure that you see that you're a priority from here on out.
I wish I knew all this before she walked off, Karamo.
I know. This is a learning process. It's a learning process. It's a learning process. It's a
I
learning
blew
process. You didn't blow it. You didn't blow
Can't
it.
y'all get her back out here?
I'm not gonna get her back out here. Because what I want you to do, what you should have done when she was 13, is you go after her. Go for it.
I'm sorry for mentioning her name, period, when this is your chance to heal. But what I will tell you, just like Karamo just told me to tell you, no matter who I'm with or what I'm doing, I'm gonna love you more than I love the check, okay? I'm sorry that I haven't been there, but I'm here now, and I'm gonna work every day, every second, every hour. Don't close your heart out to me, open it up. I'm here, I'm your father. I love you, Callista. Okay? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Can we go back out here?
Okay.
Because, I mean, obviously Karamo's the best of the best, and I love you, girl.
How are you feeling right now?
I just feel overwhelmed with emotions right now.
Yeah.
It's still gonna take me time to get used to the fact that, I'm sorry, but your bitch is the same age as me.
Yeah. So can I encourage you to do this? If you really want a relationship with your father, you can't worry about anybody else. So I get it. But if you really want to see this relationship be built, y'all both have to, this is where you have to meet him. I made sure he can't win and got you because no longer you chasing after him. But this is where you, as a young woman, get to show your maturity. You deserved love that you did not receive. And yes, your mother gave it to you and you had all the support, but you deserved him to be there.
My baby girl.
And what I've noticed about you, and I'm gonna give you your flowers, is that I know you came here to learn. You came here to grow. And I see it. You're like, everything I'm saying, you're processing it, receiving it, and putting it into clear action. And I can tell you something as a young woman. I've been doing this many years with many men. And men are normally the hardest to learn, to adapt something you teach them, and to grow quickly. It's just the truth. The fact that I saw him do it in real time shows me that he does love you and he wants to be there. Do you want to say, Dad, I'll let you in?
Robert, I will let you in, and hopefully one day I'll stop calling you by your government and I will accept this relationship, but right now I just need time, but I will let you in.
Good. And will you commit to say, I will show up for you
daughter, I will show up for you day in, day out.
Stick with that, and it will help y'all to have a good relationship, okay? All right. I really do wish y'all the best of luck. Let me give you a happy now that you done brightened up my day? You are fly.
Thank you.
So tell me what happened on this trip.
Lord, what didn't happen?
Okay.
Okay, so boom. We planned a nice Miami trip because we had a mansion party to go to. It was a mutual friend birthday.
I like a cute mansion party.
Thank you. Right?
Right.
So we picked the Airbnb out together, but she told me she would handle everything. You know, she would do the reservation and everything. All I got to do is give my part. She's going to hit up the other girls. They're going to give their part.
Yeah.
Beautiful Airbnb. So gorgeous.
Yes.
So we ended up getting there a little late. Her fault, not mine. And I was sleeping in the car. So I heard the GPS say, you will arrive to your destination in like whatever feet. I opened my eyeballs and let me tell you, we was in the hood. I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Baby, I was like, I was like, where we at? And she was like, oh, we're here. I was like, here where? And we pulled up to a motel.
Now that he told you that we have a nice Airbnb.
Airbnb, we picked it out together and everything. And I was like, if we were going to be in a motel, I could stay home.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes,
So, baby, I don't want to be here.
Okay.
So we got to the room. I opened the door. So I'm opening the door. I looked in. I said, oh, no. It's crust all on the corners. I went to the restroom. I looked at the tub. It looked like someone just showered, and they didn't clean the tub.
No.
I looked at the sink.
No.
The sink is still dripping, and the frosting had, like, crust all over it. And then on top of that, y'all, I flushed the toilet. That toilet was singing for 5 minutes straight. It would not be quiet. I said, no. I was like, cousin, this where we finna be?
Yeah.
I sat my bags down, and it was a roach twerking up the wall. So she got upset. We exchanged words, and I was like, look, first of all, I know you're not arguing with me. You put us in a motel with roaches.
Did she take any accountability to say, hey, I'm sorry, that fell through, this was last minute?
We didn't know that until we arrived to the motel. She was like, oh, I didn't know that so-and-so didn't book the Airbnb. I said, that was on us.
Yeah.
You know, all you had to do, we were supposed to send you the money, and it would have been booked.
Yeah.
You could have had me handle that.
Yeah, got
But we're
it.
at a motel, so it made me feel like we was never going to go to the Airbnb
in the first place. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then. How did the rest of the weekend go?
So the next morning, I tried to talk to her about it. We were like at a brunch or whatever, and I was like, hey, what happened last night was last night. We're in Miami. Let's have fun. Let's put it on the back burner.
Yeah.
And she was like, you said what you said, and I don't even want to do this. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
You know, I have nothing else
Is she
to tell
normally
you.
stubborn?
Yes.
Okay. Did you two go home together?
No.
What happened?
She got a new hotel this time. It was nice, not gonna lie. But what she did is when we got to the hotel, she was getting ready to leave again, wasn't talking to any of us, but she kept both of the key cards. So while she was in the shower showering, she had both of them with her, and she was planning to leave with both key cards.
Oh,
and have
that's
us
kind of
locked in the
shady.
room. Very shady.
Because why bring you into the room and say you can stay and then like try to keep you locked out or
While
be
you
in
go
control?
out,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
before she left, she finally just sat it on the table and left. It's time for us to check out.
Yes.
Tiny didn't come back. Me and Peaches, we packed our stuff, and Peach was like, oh, you should pack up Tiny's stuff. I said, I ain't touching her stuff. She's going to have to figure out how to get her stuff. But Peaches, she packed it up because I didn't want to touch her stuff. We already not, on
Talking,
good terms.
and then something
I don't-
happens, and
Yeah,
now you're
exactly.
more, I can
So
understand
we waited for her outside because a mutual friend came to give us a ride. And when she got there, she was like, oh, both of y'all send me $140. Y'all owe me money. I said, what I owe you money for? She was like, for both of the rooms. Y'all owe me $140 each. I said, baby, tell me what was, I said, you know what? Tell me what was $140. She was like, oh, the room was done. I don't know what prices she was coming up with, but it wasn't making sense.
It didn't make sense.
2 + 2 wasn't equaling 4. So I was like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. So I told her straight up, I was like, you know what? I'll give you your money. Send me the receipt.
Yeah.
And I'll be more than glad to send you your money.
Makes sense to me. So what happened when you got back home?
When we got back home, she was calling everyone, friends, family members, telling them, this girl got me messed up. They owe me money. They ain't pay me. They're broke. And all I said was, send me the receipt, and I'll give you your money. But if you want to call me broke, I'll be that. I kept $140 in my pocket.
Okay.
So
you never got the receipts?
Never.
Got it. Well, listen, everyone, help me welcome your cousin Tiny to the show.
You gonna sit there and lie like that? You gonna sit there and lie like that?
Who's lying?
You gonna sit there and lie like that? But why don't you try to keep it real though?
I am
Why don't you
keeping
keep
it real.
Why don't you keep it real?
Yes, you did. Please let me know how.
But besides that,
Nice to meet
how you doing,
you.
Karamo? I'm Tiny.
Nice
I'm the
to
big
meet you,
cousin.
Tiny. Okay.
Okay.
You fly, Tiny. So how do you feel about what she said?
Cousin, what roaches was on the damn wall?
You seen that roach?
Oh, it was a little baby one, but
baby, it don't matter.
Listen, you already know how my man is. He messed up with the dates, y'all, and put the wrong date. That
You
was supposed
should
to be
have told
for the
us that
Airbnb.
before we got there.
And I explained that to when we got home. I was like,
eyeballs,
but I didn't find out about the Airbnb until we got there. I called. You heard me call him like, yo, what's going on with the place? I agree. The did look crazy. I'm
So
not
the motel was as bad as she
It
said.
was. It wasn't at. It was bad.
Yeah, I painted lie now.
They painted the tub. Like, it was crazy. I said, cousin, we worried about the wrong thing. We gotta go. Let's go turn up. Let's go have a vibe. Let's go check in. Let's go just do this. This is what I'm worried about.
So let me show you how messy my producers are. They talking about we have reviews of the hotel.
There's reviews,
Let me see the reviews.
Let me see this.
This is the dirtiest hotel I've ever stayed at. The lobby is filthy. The room was filthy. The sheets were gross.
Tell
The
it
windows
again.
had pieces of tape in random places.
Oh,
and
my
I would
God.
bet they have never been washed. The tub was rusty. The water backed up and
believe
filled
it.
the tub while I showered.
I believe
Tell it again.
That's what
You
people
believe it,
said.
you've seen it.
Worst hotel I've
Listen.
ever stayed. Stunk. It
Ever.
was dirty and just all around horrible.
Always trying to die. No,
You
it's
see
not
when we
the
go to
wrong
Miami,
thing.
where we at? When we're in Miami, where we at?
It
We in a
doesn't
big,
matter.
big mansion. We
All the
hanging out.
time.
We having a great time.
So why would I want to be in a motel?
No, y'all don't need to clap for her, okay? Y'all need to clap for her. But let me just tell you this, though. In all truthness, I did not know how the place looked until we got there.
Okay, I understand that. I understand
He did
that.
mess up the dates.
Yeah.
roaches.
So do you think she owes you money?
Hell yeah, I paid for everything.
I ain't got no money to give you. I don't owe you nothing.
Because you got one thing or another.
So this is the money that you spent. You spent $91. You spent another $163. You spent $195. You spent $150. So this is all the money you spent for
This
everything.
is all the money I spent, but it's more than that.
She
it's more
booked
than
two
that.
different. It was another set of girls.
I paid for everybody room.
It was another set of girls.
I paid for everybody room. Everything
'Cause you
came up
chose
to like
to.
670 something, I think. Between everybody, it was like 130 something, 137. I evened
Yeah.
it out to
Madam.
140, right? We talking about Memorial Weekend, Miami, Florida. You talking about 140 was a problem for that weekend? Baby
It don't
brother, you
add
don't need to
up.
come to Miami
First
then.
of all, you
Yeah.
booked
It's
a
Memorial
whole
Weekend,
separate
Miami
room for them
room.
girls. It don't matter.
Yeah,
We
because
weren't
why
in
we
that
share
room,
room? The girl don't get along with Peaches.
That don't got
So
nothing
what you
to
want
do
me to
with
do?
So you feel like not only was I trying to support everyone, but I'm also trying to manage emotions
I'm
and
trying to
different
accommodate
personalities.
everybody. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
make sure
got it.
everybody
I hear
was
you.
good.
Your friend
I didn't
Pete-
feel like you was not going to give it to
So
me.
your friend Peaches was on this trip as well. Have y'all spoken with her?
I ain't spoke to her ass at all. And I told her when I see her, it's on site. I don't even mess with her like that.
Really?
And my cousin and me, we gonna always clash. This is my baby cousin no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Little cousin.
But baby cousin.
Not a baby.
Right? So we gonna always clash. It's family. We gonna always feel some type of way, da da da. We gonna always feel like that. But she kind of made me, Peaches kind of hurt me more than how I feel about my cousin.
Why do you feel like she hurt you more?
Because I was there for her plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? Just as vice versa, she was there for me too.
I get it.
They
So,
don't add up.
well, listen, there is one other person that's involved. I want to see what Peaches had to say about this. So
Y'all
everyone,
have
please
to move
welcome
my
Peaches to the
seat,
stage.
boy.
You are a liar. You're lying. You're lying. Because first off,
girl,
you didn't tell me anything about paying any type of money.
I said we
and
all
I
was
haven't
splitting
intentionally-
it.
They knew about it. You never told me I had
I
to pay
said
one name.
everybody
You
was
convinced
splitting.
me. No, you convinced me. And those messages, you were convincing me to
I'm
come to
not
Miami.
hearing that.
Because we've been to Miami several times, and you know I never had fun in Miami with you. So stop lying.
Okay.
I don't even want to
I
sit
don't
by her.
have
I
fun
don't
in
even.
Miami. I don't even have fun in Miami with you.
You,
anyways. I
bro,
don't
you
feel no type
wanted.
of way.
If they showed the
Y'all
messages,
at her-
you
at another
wanted
seat
me to
next
go
to
to
you,
Miami
something
badly.
crazy.
I was being real dry.
You move down. You
At
move
the-
down.
I was being real dry. I didn't want to go. You knew how to
you can move down
convince
for
me.
me.
Right.
You told me I wouldn't be
You a
paying for
grown-ass woman.
anything.
Tiny, move to the end for me.
And now you're
grown-ass
blaming me.
woman.
You're
I'm not
blaming me
blaming
for all
you.
this
I'm
because of
keeping
y'all.
it real.
You just said you wanted me to
I'm
stay
not
out of
blaming
y'all
you.
business, right?
Here,
Calling
come
my
sit down.
other
Come sit
people.
down.
Girl, whatever. You a
Nice to
liar.
meet
You asserted
Girl,
yourself
you're
by
a
calling
liar.
my other people.
You're a liar.
Peaches,
You're a
you
liar.
better cut it
oh,
out,
yeah, and I
Peaches.
did. You know what? I did. When we were
She
on
had
our way
nothing to do
Miami-
with the
Oh,
situation.
when
We
were
talking
going-
about real
So
struggles.
Peaches, so because it sounds like from your perspective, what you said when you came out there is that you tried to stay neutral, but that you got dragged into this argument and you didn't want to.
Okay, so if you're getting into it with your cousin, and usually, right, me and Tiny's always going at
them
it.
too.
And,
Never me.
and you know, because
Oh, so
if I feel,
there's a history of y'all two
yes,
going back
and
forth.
if I feel some type of way, I'm going to address it right then and there.
But what are these issues from the past? Because that's what I need to know.
Okay, so my son's dad passed away. We went to Miami before that, but I was there in Miami. I was there, yeah, in Miami, and he passed away while I was there, and I was with Tiny. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know, go through stuff, and then she's over here like, oh, you know, it's okay, Peach, da-da-da-da. But an hour later, you're like, Peach, here's the keys for the rental. You could just drive to Orlando.
Because you
so
seem
you was
like
gonna
you was
stay
ready to go.
Duh, my baby daddy passed away. What
I
are you
have
talking
other
about?
people that was in
okay,
car
I have
with me.
kids,
Why would I leave
and
them?
he passed away with my kids.
We
so I was
got
like,
other
where are my
people
kids?
with us. I understand what you're going on. Don't do that because you know how I felt.
Bro, you're
but
fake.
you know how
You're
I felt
fake.
about that
I don't
situation.
care.
Picture that's
You're
messed
fake.
up that you
You're
even saying
fake.
that.
And then
I
after
left.
that,
It was so many other people that was on that trip with us. Why would I leave them?
right?
Don't do that.
In your mind, you're thinking, I need you to show up a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
So
but
I
you know,
didn't
I
show
felt
up
all
at
that.
all?
You know, she did stuff.
Okay, but that's a valid question. Did she show up at all for you?
That's
messed
I would
feel?
say honestly, after she enjoyed her weekend in Miami, she did show up with some stuff for me and the kids, and I think she felt bad. I really genuinely felt
When we
like she
found
felt
out
bad.
that night, when all of us found out that night, we all sat, laid on the bed. I'm hugging you. You
Hour
crying
later,
on
she
me.
goes out.
An hour later,
And
we
the other
thought
girl,
right
her
there and
cousin,
then.
her
I gave you
cousin's
a
like,
hug.
I'm just
You're
stay with
crying
you.
on
I'm
me
just
like,
stay with you. And she slept
what
in
are
the
you
same bed
talking
with me
about?
while she went and enjoy herself. But even after that,
Because we
too.
had other people with us. I understand the situation. It was not
Got
just
it.
me and you.
So when she gave you the car and said, well, you can drive yourself.
Drive
that-
yourself. I said, take my car, drive back, because I understand if you want to leave right now.
Uh-huh.
When I got that message and I showed her, right? Because our other homeboy sent it, I said, Peach, this was going. She told me, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And you're crying, you're doing all of this. I'm following you everywhere. I'm going, you went downstairs and cried. I'm my friend, come here, you know. I'm just gonna be with you. That's my dog. Like, that kind of hurt me that you did that.
Have you two been close since then?
That was before the whole Miami situation. I haven't seen her since the Miami situation
Got it,
after
okay.
the whole text
Do
messages.
you
and
think
stuff.
you owe her money?
Nope, I sure don't. She
Plan
told me
to- I
I was
called you
good.
that
Do you want to reconnect with her?
Nope.
No, not at all.
You don't?
Nope, surely don't.
Not at all.
Honestly?
I didn't even want to see her. I didn't even want to sit next to her.
I'm gonna be real with you because I heard all sides. And the thing is that I was trying to see if there's truly a villain in this story. And there's not a villain. Each of you have points that are completely valid. When I heard about this hotel, I immediately was like, oh my gosh, she's trying to manage so much with the finances, with people. I understand why she could feel overwhelmed and disrespected when it's like, I've done all of this and y'all are still not giving me some understanding that like, damn, I didn't intentionally try to put us up somewhere bad.
Not at all.
I get it. I literally understood. I also understood your side. When you were talking about like, I'm sitting here and I feel like, why is my cousin abandoning me? Like, yeah, like I want you to be here with me and communicate with me, but I also understand why it triggered her. Then I also get you. You're going through a hard situation and you want someone to understand what you're feeling and go through there and be with you. And you are like, well, if you can choose to go to a club, why not choose to be with me in my hardest moments? I get every single one of y'all sides.
Listen, I felt like that
But I don't think
situation-
y'all are giving each other that same understanding and grace. And what happens is that one issue that would have, if you just would have sat down and talked, you could have had understanding about, then piles up on the next issue, on the next issue. So one trip, then piles up on the next trip, then piles up on when we're supposed to go to this thing, and then piles up on this. And there's no understanding because you didn't understand the first situation. You didn't understand how everyone felt and their perspective from the first situation. And now you've gotten so raveled and deep into things that y'all not hearing each other at all. What I do know is that this relationship right here should not be falling out over $140. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Can you understand that she was not trying to intentionally put you in a situation that was gonna make you uncomfortable? It was not intentional.
I can try to understand that.
Can you understand that? Can you understand when she says, I need you to talk to me a little bit nicer, you've admitted that sometimes you get out of your mouth?
Out the side of your neck.
Can you understand that?
I guess.
But listen, now you're understanding. You're understanding. The thing is, for you two, though, there's a lot more grief there. I think that the issues that y'all have gone deeper. And I do think, to a sense, for right now, it's best that y'all are staying separate.
I'm fine with that.
Because the hurt that both of you feel is both valid. Your hurt is very valid, and so is your hurt. Listen, I wish y'all the best of luck because there is a lot of love that was here before, there's still a lot of love that's going to be here and be able to grow. Just give each other a little bit more understanding. Y'all got to be able to do that. As women, just as family, y'all got to give each other more understanding. And y'all, if you ever want to get to the point of having a conversation to see how you can grow, you got to remember the good so that you can talk about the bad.
I generally No, I could never be friends with anybody that tried to resort and fight me over $140.
It's not even about that. It was the principle of the matter. Like, I feel like you tried me.
I was kind of hurt because of the fact that
you tried me.
Like I said, it ain't going nowhere. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Listen, friends, stay with us. We're going to be right back with more. Good luck, y'all.
My daughter got pregnant and had a child at 14, and that was pretty embarrassing as a father. I always felt that a girl who had her father in her life wouldn't end up a teen mom. It made me feel like a failure because obviously I'm not doing something right for her to feel like she needs to go out and get that type of attention. When she was growing up, my daughter, she was like my best friend. You know, she was like a little me, laugh about the same things, we could talk about the same things. Out of all my children, she knew me the best. I don't know if we can ever get that relationship back. My daughter, she started running away when she was 12, 13 years old. It was hard to keep up with her. And my grandmother was her only real female figure for most of her life. Her mother wasn't the most stable, so my grandmother picked up where she kind of fell short. It was like overnight when she turned into a teenager. It was just like a flip of a switch about her behaviors, you know. I always assumed that when they got older, things would get easier. I have a hard time trying to figure out if I should treat her like my child or the mother that she is. I never thought I would have to say that about my daughter. After feeling ashamed because of my daughter's pregnancy, I forgave her, and when she gave birth to my granddaughter, I allowed them back into my house. We live in the same house, but we have a very distant relationship. She's her own woman, so to speak, as a mother, but at the same time, she still acts like a child. She made grown-up decisions, so now it's time for her to stand on that. She needs to stand on parenthood right now.
Everyone, we'll meet Jeffrey shortly, but let's hear his daughter's side of the story first. So everyone, please welcome Jemiah to the show. Jemiah, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So first of all, I want to make sure that everyone at home knows, and everyone here, you're 17 years old.
Yes.
So this takes a lot of bravery and courage for you, first of all, to be here and to trust me to help you have a conversation with your father. So thank you.
Thank you.
How do you feel about hearing what your dad just said in the clip?
Honestly, it hurts, but it hurts really bad, honestly, to hear that my dad's embarrassed of me, because I always felt like he was, but I never had the confirmation till now.
So did your dad raise you alone?
No, he didn't. My grandma, she raised me ever since I was a baby up till I was 12 when she passed away.
Oh, got it. And so when your grandmother passed away at 12, what was the relationship like then with you and your father?
I really feel like it switched because around the time my grandma passed away, she was still in the hospital, and I was like, is grandma okay? Like, is she gonna come home? And he was like, yeah, she's okay. And I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I'm looking at stories, and a relative posted my grandma saying, R.I.P. R.I.P. It's just like, I had to find out from social media that my grandma was gone.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
And I'm trying not to, like, it's like, that's really where my trust for my dad broke.
With your mother, was she in your life?
She's there, but she's not. It's like, my mom, she goes through her own personal stuff. I feel like she couldn't really be there for me. Like how I needed her, but really I was a daddy's girl, so I more so wanted to be with my dad anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I really felt like I didn't really ever have like stability, like growing up.
Well, so you got pregnant at 14?
Yes.
And how did your dad react?
I don't know. I didn't tell him. My grandma told him.
Got it. And how did your life change when you had your daughter?
Well, she made me a better person. Like my dad. My dad's saying, like, he makes me stand on business, but I feel like I stand on business by myself.
Well, listen, I appreciate you telling me your side of the story, but I also want to hear from your father.
Right.
So everyone, please welcome Jemiah's father, Jeffrey, to the show. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for being here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How do you feel about what your daughter's been saying?
I feel like you should be more considerate about me working multiple jobs. If I'm working at a psychiatric hospital overnight and then going and doing case management in that morning, and you telling me that you texting my phone about groceries when you're really supposed to be in school at that time, to me, that's frustrating. It's like, you could be more considerate about my day, what I'm going through. Because I had all the plans in the world to buy groceries that day when I got off, to buy something for you and my granddaughter. But I feel like the kids today, including you, y'all have too much access to your parents. You get to text my phone while I'm at work. I didn't get to do that with my grandparent.
Got a question for you. How did you react when you found out she was pregnant?
Yeah, I mean, I was hurt. It was there because there was a pregnancy scare before.
Uh-huh.
And to get past that, and then to find out that she was pregnant officially, that was embarrassing. That hurt. It was like, if you got a whole active father in your life, and that's how you do, like.
You see that, I remember when you told me it's better to have a fully absent father than a half-stepping father.
Do you feel like your father's half-stepping?
Yes, I feel like you provide a house for me. You do, and there is food for the most part. But I still need you in other aspects. I don't just need you to.
Do you feel like you failed her? As a father, do you feel like that?
Well, on the time when my grandmother passed, definitely. I wasn't there. I was real selfish because that was my grandmother. I didn't know how to tell my daughter that, she was on life support. It was never in my heart, or really my thought process, to think that I was gonna let my grandmama go. Like, I could never pull the plug, so to speak. And so things was kind of simmering with. I felt like my daughter's behavior at that time. She was running away still. She was kind of being unruly at that time. And so I didn't know how to give her that information that I had about how big of a situation it was with my grandmother.
That makes sense. What does it feel like hearing your father say that?
Honestly, I don't get it. Like, I feel like a parent should always be upfront with their child, no matter like how it's gonna hurt. Cause I already seen her on life support before she passed away. Like, I was already there. Like, we was in the hospital with her. So if she was going, like, I feel like you shouldn't have said she's okay. You should have been like, at least said, Jemiah, I'm sorry, but grandma passed away. Like, you could have sat me down.
You as my oldest though, where does your heart come in for your father?
I have a lot of heart for you. A lot. I feel like I'm very considerate.
How do you think I'm supposed to process that woman? You know what she meant to me
too. But Dad, I was 12. How am I supposed to think like that?
Why are you shaking your head?
Because she's 12. She's my oldest, and she's sitting here a single mom. There's certain things, there's certain expectations. I tell my daughter, I said, you have to figure out your identity in this family. Like,
got it. How do you feel about your father saying that he has to have those expectations?
It hurts because, like, I got expectations for you, too. Like, I feel like we both have expectations for each other. And it's like, your expectations for me is so high, like, so high. But I feel like I don't even really expect that much from you. Like, I just really be wanting a conversation from you half the time.
Do you feel like you have conversation with her?
Yes.
You do? Or why do you think she doesn't feel that way?
It's probably not as it was back in the day. Like, when she was little, I mean, that was my buddy, that was my road dog. Like, I remember us sitting in the car, listening to music, dancing. We got a similar sense of humor. I remember her laughing and hearing, little pieces of my laugh and her laugh, and it was like,
Yeah. I'm getting a ping right now. Before the show, Jemiah's mom, Vanessa, wrote her a letter that she wanted me to listen to.
Jemiah, I want to apologize for not being the mother you needed and you deserved. If I could do things differently, I would. I would forever be grateful to your father for stepping up and raising you. Not a lot of men would do that, and I know he has done the best he can. I hope you can mend your relationship with him. I don't want you to lose the first man who showed you love, your #1 protector. I love you so much, Mama.
Have you ever heard your mother apologize before like that?
My mom, like, if she feels like she's wrong, like, or if I tell her how I feel, yeah, she'll apologize. But most of the time, like, I'll just keep everything in because, like, I value my parents. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like, I don't want them to feel like they're not doing anything right. Like, I do hold in a lot, so I don't hurt my parents' feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I noticed you rolled your eyes a little bit when she was saying that. What was your thoughts in your head?
I do care about my daughter. I do want what's best for you, and I do expect more from you. I want you to be an example. And that type of thing that was printed in my head when you went and had a baby was ruptured. That was hurt. I mean, I'm standing on business. Like, my granddaughter lives with me, and my daughter lives with me. I'm hurt, but we're still going through it.
Yeah, and, like, yeah.
Hold on. I gotta say something for you because this is the thing. I know your daughter didn't use protection, but she still needs your protection. She still needs your attention as well. And I hear you when you're saying you're embarrassed. I'm hearing when you say these things. I gotta be very honest with you. There's a lot of you that I see in myself. And I also understand that feeling of like, I am so overwhelmed trying to work, trying to do every single thing. I'm busting my ass. I'm trying to save every dollar. And I just get frustrated because I used to have this issue with my sons. I used to come home and one day I realized that I don't give them the same patience that I gave the rest of the world. And I'm not saying that you don't make her a priority because I understand. You said you stand on business and I see what you're trying to do. You see what you're doing. You're saying like, I still got my daughter in the house. I get where you're coming from. I really do. I'm hearing your 17-year-old daughter tell me that at 12, she started to lose, she lost her great-grandmother who was close to her. Yeah, I know you were grieving, but she doesn't even know how to process that. Imagine if you're at, how old were you at the time, 34, 35?
34.
If you're 34, 30, somewhere around there, if you're in your 30s and you couldn't process it, how is she supposed to process it? She's already had a household where trust has been broken. She doesn't know if her mom's going to be there. And now she feels like she can't even talk to you anymore. Please tell me what you feel about what I just said.
You have to know sincerely that I love you. And my expectations of you is because I know what you're capable of.
I definitely am going to send you for some father-daughter parenting classes.
Do you feel like a father's love is conditional?
Yeah, it shouldn't be, though. Because I think one of the things as parents, what we do is we love to love our kids when they're at their best, but then we don't know how to love them when they're at their worst. And that's just the truth. I want you to remember, she's a teenage girl who just had a baby. Hormones already on fleek with being a girl, then on. Yes, she's going to have to learn how to manage them, but that's the job as a parent. When she's disrespectful, it's not because she just wants to wake up and disrespect you. It's because something else is going on in their mind. When she's 17 years old, doesn't know if she's going to be stable, just had a mom who had to apologize for not being a mom. There's stuff going on. And I know you want her to be perfect, but she's a human. Can you give your daughter a hug? You were heard, and you were brave, and you were strong, and hopefully you know how impressed we all are with you. Okay?
Thank y'all.
Let me tell you, one thing you should never be is embarrassed by this little girl. This young woman has a bright future, okay? Yeah. Just please be there to be patient with your daughter and to listen to her and just have a conversation, all right? I wish you the best of luck. I wish best of you.
Thank you.
Everyone, thanks for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and we can keep growing. I love you all.
I was shot 9 times, and my son was shot twice. My daughters, they all was in the house. It was a home invasion. Everything did change in an instant on that morning. I'm paralyzed from the waist down, and I'm in a wheelchair. My son, Kwani, was only 11 at the time. He was shot twice in the legs. Mimi was 8. My baby was a couple weeks old. The trauma is definitely still real for us. And now I feel like I'm fighting another battle for my daughter's life. Maylana's 14 and she acts like an adult. She be getting suspended from school. She be stealing from the store. She disrespected me, calling me all type of names. We was arguing and then she said, stand on it. Oh, I forgot you can't. So that was the hurtfulest thing she ever said to me. Maylana Laura needs to know as long as I'm around, she's not gonna be that baddie that she claims that she wanna be. My kids need to know whether I'm in this wheelchair or not, I'm still their mother. When I first got shot, I was very mean, like I didn't even wanna be here. So I was a certain kind of way where, that probably could turn somebody away from me, but like I said, I didn't wanna be here, I was going through something. So I feel like right now I'm kind of trying to redeem myself with them a little bit. It changed everything from respect to everything.
It changed respect. In what way do you feel like it changed respect?
Because they don't respect me from this chair. They don't listen to anything that I say.
Is your daughter, has she become negative and argumentative with you?
Very.
In what ways?
I can't tell her nothing. She's not in school. She was kicked out of school. She stole from the stores, but it's all because of other people. Because when we lived somewhere else, she didn't do it.
And she fighting in school too?
She was fighting in school, physical with the teachers as well. I be feeling like school could make you, not like your kids because they always calling, So, and that's what I be trying to tell Meme, it's like things give me a reason to be mad at you. Like I be just minding my business and either you do something where the cops gotta be knocking at my door or the school is calling me.
Yeah. That's the realest thing I've ever heard anybody say. And I've never heard anybody say this, but I just took myself back to when my son was in the 9th grade and he was having some problems. When you just said school will make you feel like you don't like your kid, that is every time my phone rang when I was at work, I was like, you a damn lie. My phone is, my phone is not ringing again. And it was like, my frustration was just, I've never heard anyone put it like that. But it is the realest thing I've ever heard.
And then it's the stuff that they tell you.
Yeah, of course. No, I get it. Yeah, I feel you. That's why when you said that, I was like, I understand.
And then when I'm telling her what they're telling me, she'll buck up at me like, why you getting mad at me for them telling me what you did?
I got to ask you, what do you remember about that day in August of 2018?
When I woke up, my mom was on the floor. She told me to go outside because she got shot. So I went outside and I called the cops and they came.
Got it. And what do you feel like your mom does not understand about you?
That I'm going to do stuff, and she's not going to accept it. Like, yes, I'm going to go outside with my friends, and she always want me to go in the house and do chores every day. And I'm not going to do that.
What kind of chores does she want you to do?
Like the dishes, I'm not going to do that.
Lying. I do my own dishes.
You're lying.
Clean up
You're
after
lying.
your cat.
And I do.
And you don't.
Anyways.
You do realize teenagers have chores, right?
Okay.
That we all did. That we all did.
Okay. She was able to get $80 a week, right? Right? She got it one time.
First of all, she didn't give me the money.
I gave you 40 because I said I'm a whole 40. I'm smart. Yeah,
okay,
you
well,
put 40 up.
where's my other 40 though?
With?
Oh.
You didn't do it the next week.
Whatever. What?
Think about it. Be for real though. Why would I give you the whole 80? I explained everything to you. You're gonna get 40, and then I'm a whole 40. Did you clean up the next week to even get another 40? To even be able to save another 40? Did you?
Okay, I tried.
You're never consistent. We can have heart to heart.
First of all,
we can have all that, and it doesn't get to you.
I do my chores too. When my brother was in a program doing my chores, you're just ungrateful. That's all.
You said.
And then you tell me that I don't do chores. Okay, yes, I do.
If you did, why I gotta tell you to do it then? Make it make sense.
And y'all can shut the too.
Make it make sense.
On my soul.
What's going on? What just made you say that?
Because they keep, like if you got something to say, say it.
Because they're having a reaction to how you acted?
Yup.
Okay. Tell me from your opinion, why did you get kicked out of school?
Because I was fighting and I got a smart mouth.
Where do you think you got the smart mouth from?
Her.
Okay. And why are you fighting at school?
Because these got me.
And what do they have you messed up about?
They pop like I won't do nothing. Like.
But these is people that be friends. These is people that be friends, though. These is people that be friends that she'll sneak out the window and do all type of and then y'all fight.
Okay. Okay. And I heard you were stealing stuff. You were stealing makeup and hair stuff.
Yep.
Hair dye?
Yep.
You told my producers something that they just told me, which is you think your mother uses her wheelchair to make people feel sorry for her?
Yep.
How the can I use this wheelchair to make him feel
Because
sorry?
you do that.
I do everything by myself.
Okay.
You talk about.
Don't. Watch your mouth. Like I said, like you said,
Explain.
she start.
Explain.
Like nobody was not coming at you crazy.
Explain.
Like I said,
Explain.
she talked to her friends.
Don't waste your breath.
Why are you still
Explain.
talking to him? I'm talking to him.
Explain.
Like I said, she literally
her to
talked to her
explain.
friends about me, and all she says, I'm in a wheelchair. Yeah, she gonna do this in a wheelchair, in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
That's
because
all
you
you
pop.
say.
Because
Like,
if I was standing up,
first of
you
all,
wouldn't be doing none of this.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
You are a liar.
I'm not lying. You're lying.
Since we moved to our new house,
I was
you've been
cleaning
cleaning my
up.
house?
Yes.
Yo, I
It was
swear to
only
God,
me at the
you are
house. I'm not lying.
Like, I'm not even playing right
you
now,
told my
yo.
producers that you
I ain't even
said-
playing with
I'm
you
not
right now.
lying. You are.
You told my producers that your mom
Yes,
maces
she
you?
maces me.
Do you mace her?
Angel?
You do? You mace
Yeah,
her?
she put her hands on me. Did you hit me with a bottle?
You're lying. You
No,
are
May-May,
lying.
so you ain't hit me in my head with a
no.
bottle? No. Oh my God, May-May, you ain't hit me in my
I'm
head with a
not
bottle?
lying.
What
Yo,
happened?
May-May,
What
you ain't hit me in the head with a bottle?
Like I said,
Yo,
she
May-May,
literally
you ain't hit
come.
me in the head with a bottle?
I did it.
Go get my phone so
Go
we
get
can show
her
the
phone.
text.
What happened?
People
What's
could-
in the
Go
phone?
get your phone.
You really lying
Go
out
get
here?
your phone.
May-May, did you hit me
Go-
in my head with
I
a bottle?
did it. So let
you
me
you
tell
did not hit me in the head with a bottle?
No, I didn't. She literally come in my room and maces the whole room.
Yo.
It's literally orange on the wall.
You
You literally
up.
threatened to
You
mace
really
me
sitting
too.
here lying?
I'm not lying. Okay,
Yeah, I'll
so
make you again. You hit me with a bottle.
I did not.
And what? You talking about?
I did not, bro.
You ever lie on me?
I'm not lying.
I'm gonna let you go back.
Got me way up.
Okay, you got me.
We
Liar.
phone.
No, you are lying.
Yeah.
I
Well,
miss
you
you
get so that you can see it. And then
Bye to you too.
You mad? Yeah, you're
I
mad.
ain't even talking to you.
You're
Shut
mad.
she says that her and your brother are survivors. That's what she constantly says. My producers told me you said. She always says they're survivors. Does she call you a survivor?
No.
She doesn't call you a survivor.
Mm-mm.
Got it. Got it. See, like I said to you, I saw the real you. You're 14 years old. And I know the behavior we all watch, we're seeing you mimic it. We heard how your mom talks to you, so we know why you talk this way. So I don't blame you. And I don't think you're a bad person either. I actually think you're pretty intelligent. I actually think you're pretty responsible. I actually think I think very highly of you, even with what I saw on this stage.
Thank you.
I do. I do believe you when you said that you have been taken care of a lot. When it feels like it's my responsibility, where I feel like I don't know how to have a time to just be a kid. When I feel like I'm always having to do something, and it's been years compounded. To your mom, it might seem like, oh, you're lazy today, but for you, it feels like I've always been doing this. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Talk to me about what you're going through.
I'm going through a lot. Like, it's just how my mom just don't understand me at all. And I'm like, talk to her. I keep trying to talk to her, but like, I just really can't talk to her.
What do you want her to know?
Like, how I'm feeling when she's like, call me out my name and stuff. And
How do you feel?
like, she brings me down. Like, she talks about me. Like, she calls me like a whore. I'm not a whore. I know who I am. I don't know, but like.
Yeah. So it brings you down. And if your mom's calling you out your name every minute, like, yeah, it can bring you down and make you react a certain way. I totally understand. I'm not saying it's right. So hear me out. I'm not saying it's right, but I understand it. And I get it. I don't blame you. Does it feel nice to have somebody who understands you a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine. I talk to it. But can I ask you this? And this is where we got to take accountability as adults, as parents. Would you talk to another little 14-year-old girl the way you talk to her?
I do.
You talk to other 14-year-old girls on the street like that?
If they saying something to me smart, is that what you mean? Because I'm not just going to come up to a 14-year-old girl and be mean to her. And we not going to make it seem like she came out of me and I was talking to her like that. We not going to make it seem like that either.
I'm not going to make it
Through
seem like
over time. This is somebody I got to be around that'll look at me
What I want
in a
you to
wheelchair.
know-
Somebody will tell me to stand on that. Oh, I forgot you can't. Oh, that's some kid to you?
That's still a kid.
Oh.
Because, you know, kids say nasty things.
Oh, they do?
And unfortunately, they say nasty things to their parents sometimes, too.
I did not know that. I did not know a kid would say that to their mother.
Yeah, I've heard worse.
That's crazy. That's a shame.
It is a shame.
It's a shame.
But what I want you to understand is that it doesn't make it right. And I'm sorry she said it to you. Because you've
What
been
I'm
through a
supposed to
lot.
say? Oh, baby, don't say that. What I'm supposed to say?
I didn't say
Tell
that.
me. No, I want you to tell me for real what I'm supposed to say. I really, honestly want to know. Like, I really do.
I would tell you that matching her energy is not going to help you to figure out what to say or to figure out how to make this relationship better.
So I'm just supposed to feel this small as a child.
I don't think you should feel this
It's
small
saying
either.
something to me.
But it's the communication. It's
Even
the
if I'm telling her to
communication.
leave me alone, get out my face, none of that works. I still just got to be the bigger person.
Unfortunately.
Oh, can't do it.
Unfortunately.
Can't do it.
See, that's the breakdown. I know that you say that you and Quan are survivors.
We are survivors.
Do you feel like she's a survivor?
Of course.
Do you ever say that?
I told her she a superhero. That's enough to say.
A
She's
superhero is
I never
someone who
said
has
she
to
was a
say-
survivor because she ain't get shot. I ain't know I had to say that to her.
Okay, so hear me out. The problem is that her being 14 is also compounded by the trauma y'all both feel. You got to understand that what she went through and what she's experiencing, she didn't understand. She didn't have the words. Just the same way you didn't have the words. And she's still trying to figure it out. What I do know for a fact is your daughter loves you and she wants the bond back with you.
And no, she don't.
If you can't believe that she wants to bond back with you, then there's not going to be any work that I can do to help y'all. Because you got to believe she wants to bond back. I asked your daughter one thing. If I could help your mother to understand the same grace you deserve, she deserves grace, would you come back out there and model not disrespecting your mom? And she gave me her word. See, this is where I get to see what you see. Either she's going to do it or she won't.
All I'm saying is this little girl does not get asked for much but to go to school, clean up, be respectful.
I get it.
Don't get piercings. Don't dye your hair.
I understand.
And then we got to go through all this.
But
For
that's
your
everything
mother to
you
just
just
telling you
said.
to clean up and you can look at her and
but
say,
I need you to hear.
stand on that,
The
or
issues
you
you
can't.
just said is a fort. See, what you just did again. This is why I told you. You
oh,
went
y'all
back
never
to the
gonna
moment.
forget that.
But see, if you can't forget that, then y'all are never gonna have a healthy
I
relationship.
know. You don't, it's only a couple people that said some about this wheelchair that'll never get to say me again. Are y'all
But, you know,
crazy?
hold on, you just said the issue right there. There's a couple people who have said things about me in this wheelchair who would never get to say me again. And unfortunately, one of those people is your daughter. So that is something that you have to heal before I can heal the relationship with you and your daughter.
And I don't know how to do it, so I don't know.
If I get your daughter to apologize, can you receive it?
I guess.
You guess? All right. So I talked to your mother. And we talked about what we talked about. I shared her with what I said with you. And I understand her feelings as well. I understand how she's feeling. But there's a comment that you made to your mother that still sticks with your mom. And I know when we feel hurt, we say things because we gonna jab. Do you remember what you said to your mother? What was it?
You can't walk, something like that. But like I said it because like she was coming at me crazy.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I understand. I understand. I heard you and I heard her. She came at you crazy, so you said something that you felt was going to hurt her back. I know. Can you apologize to your mother for that comment and
I'm
really
sorry.
mean it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I would never accept it because you said that to me because all I do is tell you to clean. Are you crazy?
Well, first of all,
that's all I tell you to do is clean up and go to school. And you had the audacity to say some dumbass like that to me?
Okay.
Oh.
So you came to me to help you to fix this, to heal the heartache that y'all got, and I saw the path to it. And I think we all understand the path to y'all healing it. But that path for y'all healing this relationship is going to start with you. And I'm going to tell you that right now. If you want your relationship back with your daughter, it's going to start with you. I'm going to tell you this. As I told you before, I know there's a very smart, responsible young woman inside of you. I know it. I've seen it. I understand it. Even you taking the opportunity to model that behavior and try to like apologize and do it when I know you felt uncomfortable, I understand. I see who you are. And I think that there's still even more room to grow. I know you don't need to steal. I know that you want a relationship with your mother. I know you do. You're gonna have to do some work too. And you're young right now, but you can start to learn that you can actually make different choices. But also, you have to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And you're not ready to. You gotta forgive these moments.
Why would I say I forgive her when I think she's gonna do it again? How
Like
about
I
I know
said.
she's gonna do it again?
Well, that's the cycle there. Until you can forgive and believe that forgiveness, you're never going to see your daughter the way that you're supposed to see your daughter. And that's the truth. Sad part is this little girl actually just wants her mother back. See, all this playfulness, the looking at her, it's like she's like looking to be a kid with her mom, and her mom wants her to be an adult. Mom should have said sorry, but mom needed to heal first. She doesn't feel like anybody respects her anymore because mom's behavior was built on her strength. That was what her personality was built on. I'm strong, and yeah, I survived this, but now I feel like nobody respects me. And the person I need to respect me the most is my daughter, and she doesn't respect me. But the daughter's just like, I don't even know if I respect myself. I don't know what's going on in the world. So that's sad. All right, we're gonna figure it out together. All right, thanks for y'all for being around for that.